sign. See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love. But we don't have to do it if you don't mind. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? DJ keep playing the music. She throwing it back, she too thick. The way she move, she ruthless. She straight to the point like a toothpick. She asked me to take us a photo, only if I can take you to Ruth Chris. She laughed and said, that's funny though, we got a deal if you bring the music. We put our cups in the air like we don't care, like we in the 90s. Stars in the sky, I'm feeling so high. The lights on the screen are just blinding. I don't even care, caressing your hair, enjoying the night cause we vibing. Not worried about tomorrow at all, cause we gonna party to the sun. See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love. But we don't have to do it if you don't mind. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
Lucid days, I'm getting closer to unlock my consciousness. The poison's only building up my tolerance. We were never born to be the obvious, isn't it obvious? Time is slipping, dial spinning. I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one? To know where we are. Am I the only one? To know where we Am I the only one? Up and down on my feet, feel like I'm ascending. I've planned every step, I've seen everything, so it's no surprise I can't sleep. It's just the push that I need. I've gone past the point, I'm all in. I know that you're thinking that you're really gonna do it, but you never really do it like me. Time is slipping, dial spinning. I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one? To know where we are. Am I the only one? To know where we are. Am I the only one? Am I the only one?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Our berries must be plucked, or else it is I who will get fucked. Shiny war is upon us, so let us jump on the short bus. Let's all take a ride, and then we will proceed with great stride. Good morning! What's up? How's that for a, what's that on? Yeah, you know, bars. He's dropping bars. Oh my God. By Dr. Seuss. What is up? Yeah, you know, I do sell poetry books. How did you guys know? How could you tell? You know, they call me Dr. Seuss Jr. on the mic. Yeah. PokeMMO rhymes. Just got off my trike. Call me the bicycle master. Now we out here getting plastered, but just kidding, not actually. We're actually here to shiny hunt you and me. Whoa! Okay. Cringe poetry added to the cringe rap added to the achievement showcase. Okay, what's up? Whew. Oh my goodness. Morning bars go so hard. Watch out, Jip Fuck. I love cringe rap. It's really funny. I find it truly artistic. There's that dude. There was a really good clip recently of love him or hate him. There was a really good clip of Anthony Fantano asking is it Miles or whatever. He was like, this is not usually a question that, you know, I ask artists, but like, do you think that you could get even worse in the, like, do you think that you could even get worse in the future? And he was like, yeah, bro, I'm always trying to get worse. I mean, that's like my goal, you know, that's my passion. And it was a fucking fantastic clip, dude. Yeah, I'm always out here trying to get worse. I mean, that's the goal, man. That's if I can make the worst bars possible, that's ideal, right? That's how you know we're at our peak. Thank you, Mike Shaw, for the 37 months. Talk about dedication, support, love. Hopefully I can appreciate you enough in our little stream today. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you, Mike Shaw. Thank you, brother. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, fellas. Don't be scared. Don't worry. I'm a little on edge today. I'm an honest bro. I'm an honest fella. I'm a little on edge today. I have that feeling of like, the inner Angie is trying to come out. Okay, so I appreciate any patience, any kindness, any you know, patience with me today for the first bit. I'm sure it'll pass. Emotions, feelings, they come, they go. This one's definitely gonna come and it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate any patience early. That's all I'm gonna say. And hopefully we don't be mean to anybody. That's the, you know, you got to control the demons, the shiny demons inside you. Okay. We're aware of it. We're chilling. What's up, Misto? How you doing? Can I have a question? I didn't Google it yet. You know what, Nadwag, for you? Of course, brother. What's up? Don't tell them, Kyles. No, don't tell them. Don't dox my secret. Oof. I had the mother-in-law yesterday say that I needed a haircut. It's so cooked. It's so Jover. It's actually so. But then, yo, I actually rizzed my mother-in-law so hard though. She was like, "You need a haircut. So you need a haircut coming up, sweetie." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm really lazy about that." And she was like, "It's not good to be lazy." And I was like, "Yes, you're right, but I'm lazy about my haircut so that I can not be lazy when it comes to helping you with your yard work, helping you around the house. You know, mother-in-law, love you so much. So I can not be lazy with working hard and getting stuff for, you know, my wife." And she was like, "That's a good answer. You know what?" She was like, "You know what? You can keep being lazy with the haircut. That's fair." That's the craziest turnaround of all time. How do you convince a mother-in-law like actually it's okay to be lazy on a haircut? I did it, brother. I fucking wordsmith that shit. Okay. I felt so fucking, that was fucking poggies. Okay. What's up, Schwabe Daniel? What's up, bro? What's up, man? How you doing, man? What's up? Okay, let's go ahead and do you guys think we can get started on the stream recap intro? What do you think? Be honest. Let the truth out. And we start the stream. Should we 10 more minutes of intro? Who said 23-minute intro? Somebody? Oh, Tom? You want a 23-minute intro? Is that what Tom said? Let me turn YouTube on live chat so I can see everybody's messages and not just... I don't like that YouTube stream chat is automatically, or by default, it's only on top chat. I don't like that. I want to see everybody. Why would it filter? Dude, I'm gonna for my first. With the hits on my first years, there's a good one to start my second. Yes, I recommend Unova. Probably Unova is super good. Hoenn is quite good. Dude, you're too kind to me. Hope I didn't butcher. Is it Schwabe? That's a sick. Schwabe is spelled like that is an awesome fucking name. Schwabe. Schwabe would go hard. I kind of hope it's Schwabe. Either way, honored to have you, man. I'm just happy you're here. Unova's good. Hoenn is good. Cloud9. Make sure Cloud9. My best advice is prepare for your second region before you go to it. Like if you're finishing Kanto, go to the Safari Zone, farm up some Magikarps, right? Like farm up some Pokemon, EV train them level like 20 or so, get them ready for the next region a little bit. You know, your first region is the hardest because you cannot prepare for it. Don't make the mistake of, you know, making your second, third, and fourth, fifth region harder than they need to be, if that makes sense. You got it right. I think that's an honor. I think I'm not that bad at pronouncing stuff. Obviously, as a streamer, I get made fun of all the time because it's like half the job is getting, you know, bullied for entertainment, which is kind of a base gig, I'll be honest. But like I do okay with pronunciations. I have and not that I'm smart, I just have like a instinct, right? The real cheat code, dude. Hey, Tyler, don't give away my secret, brother. That's sometimes I don't have a relationship with my family really. Sometimes I apologize to my wife about that. Like, oh, I'm really sorry. Like, you don't really have any in-laws. But my wife has met my mom twice, I think. Once at our wedding, once before that, right? So I apologize. You know, I'm sorry you don't have much of a family in-laws you don't have that opportunity, you don't have that chance. And she's like, no, it's pretty sick actually. She's like, no, it actually takes a lot of stress off. Three ninjas, that sounds familiar. No, what is that? I have not, Daito. What is that? What's up, shiny soul? I kind of like, honestly, for me, I gotta start the stream in a sec. I'm actually so distracted, but it's the Patrouski special. I kind of like the challenge of keeping the in-laws happy. It's kind of like, that's kind of the closest thing to shiny hunting, you know? It's a grind. It's a little bit of sucking up every single day. It's a little bit of it's consistency. You gotta stay consistent with it and keep them happy. Get those encounters up, right? Like, and if you keep them happy, you'll get shinies consistently, you know? What have I turned into? The guide to happy in-laws. There you go. It's an important thing that, you know, it's an important thing. It's a movie. Gotcha. No, I do watch a lot of movies. Let me double. I'm gonna double check for you, Dido, to make sure it's on my watch list. Give me 1 sec. My watch list is incredibly long. I watched a lot of things actually. Here, Three Ninjas. I found it. I don't think this was on my watch list. I'm gonna add it for you, man. Apologies if I missed that one. It's not the best ratings, but you know what? I'm excited. Okay, that doesn't mean it's not that bad though. I watched a lot of big movies for the first time recently. We'll cover all this later in the movie Patrouski take. I watched the first Indiana Jones for the first time. I watched Elvira for the first time, and I watched Serial Mom on Mother's Day, which is like a cult classic, like comedy. I don't know if it's comedy horror, just like comedy drama. It's like an ironic bit. I watched a lot of those for the first time. In-laws are like shiny hunting. Am I wrong? My married bros can back me up. Like, it's consistency every day. You gotta work, just like shiny hunting, you have to work on their pace. You can't let, you know. The fucking book last night and done cheeky 5k stabs. Okay, Tom getting steps in. Pod. The Route Master, what's couple to I'm working on a couple. Dude, it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see. And that's awesome. Like feedback and pushing a good direction, like making it more intuitive. What animes are your favorites? I'm kind of I watch a lot of animes, and I still just come back to, I think Naruto Shippuden, man, is just like a really boring answer. I think Naruto Shippuden's a fucking masterpiece. I think it's over critiqued. I think even Naruto fans like super critique Shippuden, and it's got its flaws. Like, I think Naruto very clearly has flaws. But but I still think Naruto and Shippuden. My main gripe is whenever we bring up critiquing Naruto and people bring up, oh, well, there's a lot of filler. Nothing rage baits me faster than using filler as a critique against anime. Brother, that is like watching the advertisements like while watching Netflix and being like, oh, this show is really good, but then these advertisements played. Now the show's bad. Brother, what do you mean they're advertisements? Brother, what are you doing? What are you you can't rate a show by its advertisements. What do you mean? We don't do that with anything else, but we do with anime. Filler's not real. It's literally fake shit. Revolver, it's literally fan fiction, you know? Revolver anime. I'll look it up. I don't think I'm familiar. Revolver anime. I'll watch Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm not hopeful for it, respectfully. It's not my cup of tea, that kind of thing. I do like, now my favorite joke, I'm not really a Star Wars guy. My favorite joke is looking at the screen and going, oh my god, it's Frick. I think that's a good bit. Do you know that bit? That's a good bit. Star Wars fans, when their 7th favorite niche character, oh my god, it's Frick, guys, he's in the new movie. To be fair, coming from someone who I don't consider myself a Star Wars fan, but my favorite character is Plo Koon, which is a kind of niche, you know, so hey man, it's the pot making fun of the kettle, you know what I'm saying? Like, guilty as charged. Letterboxd. Oh, let me see. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was a, my bad. Is that okay? I will add this to my watch list. It's the fucking thumbnail for this movie has a tit out. It's got 3 tits out. Hold up. Wait, that's a lot. Wait, it's like 5 tits on the thumbnail. Add it to the watch list. Jason Statham, Ray Liotta, and Andre 3000. What a that's gonna be a banger movie, bro. Holy. 2005. Thank you for the link. Jar Jar Binks fan. I actually do like Jar Jar Binks. Don't even get me started on the. I don't mind Jar Jar Binks, but if I was a real Star Wars fan, I understand why he would be. When you take a really serious thing and add in this like crazy comedic relief, nothing tilts me more. However, I don't know Star Wars without Jar Jar, so I like him. I like Jar Jar Binks. But if I was a like hardcore Star Wars fan and then the movies came out, I'd probably be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Anyways, okay, I do have to. Okay. Dude, that is insane, Thicky Kitten. Hate saying that username. Well, kinda. That's all. 653 fossils is crazy. All right, fellas, what do you say we get started? Alrighty, fellas, what do you say we get started? Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome to another PokeMMO stream recap. This is PokeMMO stream recap 508. Don't worry, you don't have to watch all the previous ones to be here. They don't really add, they add some fun historical context, but they are not needed. This is not a sequel in that way. It's an honor to have you all. If you are new, welcome. If you don't know, this is the place where we talk about Pokemon news, tips, tricks, events, discussion, communal stuff every single day. I get hit with water balloons, all kind of jazz, okay? Let's just go ahead and jump into it. Thank you guys for the follows and the subs. Let's see what we have to cover today. We do have a lot of catch events to cover today, so let's just go ahead and do it. And dude, shout out the staff members. Bearminator is always on top of it, but especially Mr. Granola. Mr. Granola is a newer staff member to PokeMMO, and he has been hosting so many catch events. Brother is literally new to the grind, and he is putting in some of the most work that I've seen consistently recently from the staff. And being a PokeMMO staff member, I always say, is not an easy gig. It is one of the most thankless jobs in the game. You are doing it for the love of the game. You are hosting events. You are moderating some of the worst players in the game. Unfortunately, sometimes you're making mistakes. You're doing all sorts of things. You get attacked. Being a staff member is hard in PokeMMO, so gotta give them love, gotta give them some appreciation, and shout out to Bearminator and Mr. Granola for hosting these catch events. It takes a lot of time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This catch event is on the 13th of May, Wednesday at 8 a.m. ET. Pretty early for some of us gamers out there, but that's the way it is. You gotta get time zones for everybody wherever possible. It's a tough gig to get everybody, involved in a catch event. You have 1 hour over at Chargestone Cave in Unova to catch Joltik, Tynamo, Clink, and Ferroseed. Your nature bonuses are on screen right now. And then here is the shiny prize, a shiny Joltik. You can evolve into a Galvantula if you want to as a discharge Pokemon. Your 3 selectable IVs, 3 times 28 in the other IVs, and 2 selectable moves, plus 1000 RP as an Ironman account. I am desperate to get that reward points, man. I am trying to get free RP wherever I can. This event tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm thinking to myself right now, am I gonna try to wake up early enough to go to this catch event? I don't know. Keep an eye out for a stream Wednesday at 7 a.m. 7:30. It's unlikely, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Next up, Tropius catch event at the 17th of May, Sunday at 4 p.m. ET at Route 119 in Hoenn. You have 1 hour to catch Tropius, Linoon, Kecleon, and these big nature bonuses +6 for Calm are on screen now. Definitely a soak kind of catch event. You're going to want to soak Smeargle for this for sure, as well as there is a shiny Tropius up for grabs. An amazing shiny Pokemon, one that takes hundreds of hours, I believe, on average to shiny hunt for yourself. If you can win one of these via a catch event within 1 hour, it's going to save you hundreds of hours. An amazing shiny Pokemon, an amazing shiny prize, plus that 1,000 free RP up for grabs as always. Next up, a look at the art for this. Excuse me. A Lilligant catch event on Wednesday, the 20th of May. Look at the heads up. We're getting 10-day, 9-day heads up for some of these catch events, man. Thank you, Mr. Granola. 20th of May, Wednesday at 6 p.m. ET. Abundant Shrine in Unova. You can catch Petalil, Chimecho, Vulpix, Cottonee. You can farm your berries while you're over at Abundant Shrine. Why the hell not? You got nature bonuses on screen. +3 for Calm, +2 for Modest, -3 for Jolly. This is the first time I've covered this event, and there is a shiny Lilligant up for grabs. Really beautiful, underrated shiny. We talked about that in a recent achievement showcase. Someone got a shiny Lilligant, and I was like, I honestly probably sleep on this shiny. That's a great shiny. I usually only see Petalil. Lilligant's a beautiful shiny. Your choice of nature, 2 moves, 3 selectable IVs, 3 times 20. You probably go 31 attack, 31 speed, 31 HP, something like that. Plus 1,000 reward points up for grabs. Did this also... Wait. Wait, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is a typo. Did they up the amount of RP given for catch events? That's a big deal. If I don't know if this is no one's okay. Let me go check the other one. Actually, this might just be a typo. Sometimes that happens when you're doing so many events like this. It might be a typo. I don't want to get like our hopes up, but that would be a really big deal if they start upping, because usually they do this. Usually it's 1,500, 250. But this one's 1,700, 300. That would be... Is there no 4th place prize? Is that why? Wait, let me see. No, there is 4th place. It doesn't have a 4th place prize though. This might be a typo. This might be a typo. It might be a typo. We'll have to see in the future, but it's interesting. I'll keep an eye out. Okay. Next up, a new tool just dropped in the PokeMMO community. This is a bad time to showcase. It's only been 1 minute since the location change, but this is the Phoebus Tile Checker. Okay, the Phoebus Tile Tracker. Let me actually remove my my little schedule for today so you guys can see it better. There we go. Boom. The Phoebus Tile Checker. This is from Team Soju, okay? This is a live tool where people are checking for the Phoebus tiles. So look at that. We saw one in live time. How cool is that? The Kaido checked R11. The Kaido found Phoebus on R11 square. This is really fucking cool. You think of the link, Xanarchy. This is if you don't know, Phoebus is a really popular shiny hunt in PokeMMO, and the way that Phoebus works is that it changes its tile every like 30 to 45 minutes. So you have to like constantly try to find it and constantly try to figure out where it's at. This is so active. We literally see people in live time like check, which is so crazy, man. That's so nuts. Really fucking cool to see. You can even scroll up actually and go over to Mount Coronet and see people over at that location as well. Sometimes people are hunting here as well. So a really fucking cool team from a really cool tool from Team Soju, man. Congratulations and shout out to them. Really sick to see, man. Let's go ahead and move on. Next up, we've got the achievement showcase to talk about, fellas. But first things first, there was a cool Reddit post that went up recently. Congratulations, or I guess rip GG's over to, is it Vac? Let me try to zoom in really quick. Vacurasil, sorry if I butchered that, man. He got a shiny Graveler in a horde and brought a damp Pokemon. You can actually see in his inventory he has a Kingdra. He has the Kingdra, but unfortunately it died, and that allowed the shiny Graveler to get off an explosion. And that's just unlucky and tough and sucks. And it's a good reminder. I think we haven't really adapted to this yet, but with the addition of like Mount Silver, with the addition of a lot of these things, right? People are People need bulkier damp Pokemon. Bulkier damp Pokemon are needed. They're more required. People need these bulky damp Pokemon. So I need to probably, on the IronMan account, I might need to build like a damp Quagsire, 252 HP, 252 defense, like things like that. We don't really see it. It's pretty crazy to see. Congrats to, I mean, Rip GG's, he lost it, unfortunately, but it's cool to have the screenshot, and it's a good PSA for anybody else who is trying to hunt this thing, right? Next up, this guy was able to get his first ever. Yeah, that's skill swap is nice as well. Skill swap to like put the Dampmon on one of the on the shiny or on one of the ones in the battle. That's a genius call as well. That's a good call. I haven't thought about that. Wow. From chat, Acoustil got his first full PvP team done. Congratulations, man. Big achievement for him since he decided to pause the regions after doing Unova. He wanted to focus on PvP. He built himself a bulk up Scrafty, which I like. Bulk up Scrafty is very fucking sick, man. Congratulations to this guy. Really cool first PvP team. Really cool Pokemon. Congrats to him. Next up, Bon finally completed the Pokedex after shiny hunting Wooper, and they got a shiny Tentacruel. This person got 2 shinies, shiny Wooper and Tentacruel, as well as completing the Pokedex. Congrats, Bon. Huge achievements to knock off your list. Nice. Next up, Zoned had some RNG even out. He went 92,000 encounters dry for a Lantern time swipe horde hunt, right? Then ended up going wet, 1,400 encounters in a Horsey, 1,400 in a Shelter. Like that's where you want to see it, man. He got 2 fishing shinies wet after going dry on a time swipe horde hunt. If you're gonna go dry, you might as well do it on a time swipe horde hunt, and then like that's so sick, man. Congratulations over to Zoned. Next up, Dragon Lord. This guy, it's almost like hard to believe. If this is true, this is insane. I'd love to see more confirmation or more stuff on this. But if this guy actually went 46,000 encounters dry, maybe it wasn't just for, he's 46k dry, 0 shinies. And I don't know if he went 46k dry also for a legendary, because that would be like the driest I've ever seen for a legendary. That would genuinely be the driest I've ever seen, which would be crazy. I'm hoping he hasn't been that dry. That would be insane. I'd love to see some more confirmation, but congratulations on finally breaking a dry streak and getting that Zapdos encounter, man. Congratulations. Next up, Pluto, a few days after he was the guy who got all the ghost type shinies in PokeMMO. He just got a huge achievement in the game, and now he's getting a shiny Phoebus a few days later. We're talking about the Phoebus tile tracker, right? Congratulations to you, Pluto. Nice job, dude. Nice work. And then next up, shiny Cofagrigus. This guy was going for Volcarona. I don't know if just for shiny or was there for Volcarona Swarm. He was going for the Swarm to shiny check and maybe catch one for the Pokedex potentially. Maybe doesn't need that. And he randomly ran into a wild shiny Cofagrigus. Really beautiful shiny to randomly run into in the wild. 1 Cofagrigus encounter. That's a crazy thing to have, man, on that shiny for the rest of time. 1 Cofagrigus encounter, and it's also 2 times 31. Now it is attack and spatak, but it's still 1 Cofagrigus encounter, wild shiny, randomly ran into it, 2 times 31. Congratulations to you, man. That is really fucking special, Blix. Nice work, dude. All right, I believe that is our intro to the stream recap. I have a bunch of grinding to do on the IronMan account today. We're continuing our shiny war prep. I'm picking my berries today. I have that to do. I have some breeds set up. Actually, my little, what's it called, my notepad document over here. I have berries to pick. I have breeds to do. I will do some a Jimmy run while hatching eggs, so there's at least shiny chance while doing that, like shiny egg chance. Answering questions, the typical stream recap stuff. Let's just go ahead and jump into it, make our progress, and actually play the game instead of just yapping. I will see you guys with any more good questions from chat. Make sure to like today's video and subscribe if you enjoy seeing stuff like this every single day, or at least I upload every single day, but the stream recaps are 4 times a week. Let's go ahead and jump into PokeMMO gameplay, boys. Whew, hopefully no F. I think we're getting a lot better on that. Let's look for shiny Sandshrew. You can hunt Sand Slash if you're okay with that. Yo, what's up, Squiddy? Thank you so much, man. You can hunt shiny Sand Slash over in Johto at the what's it called spot in Johto? Victory Road in Johto. How to catch events work. I have a video on that I can send you. The quick TLDR is just the quick TLDR is whoever catches the highest IV Pokemon wins, right? That's like the absolute TLDR, but there is more to it than that or whatever, right? Here's this though.
your primes, boys.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you for the prime, dude. What's up? What's up, Keykor? So I'm a little slower today, fellas. I'm just kind of waking up still, but I appreciate the prime, brother. What's up? What's up? 4 months of it. Thank you so much, man. Oof. So I'm just checking a few things really quick. Waking up. Okay. The red and I like it. The like Lunar New Year deer or whatever. I like it, man. That's dude. That's such a sweet. What the fuck, Keykor? Dude, that's. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the kind words, guys. God damn. Let me. I feel like my lighting is. I'm a little. I went live a little early, so I'm kind of just waking up and kind of just slowly doing stuff. Now my background's a little bit different today. I'm not playing the main account in the background, but I do have the Minecraft world up, which is kind of. I think it's cute, and you'll be able to see like it's live, so you'll be able to see the like sunset and like the what's it called. This is a project I've been working on. You can't really see it, but it's like a giant, kind of like kingdom wall, cobblestone type beat. I'm honored to hear that, Keykor. I'm honored to hear that, man. Dude, I'm fucking honored to hear it, Nash. For me, sometimes it's hard to. One of the weirdest things in content creation is understanding like what people want to see, and sometimes I get too deep into the game and I think that everybody knows everything that I already know, right? But then sometimes I get too casual with the game, and then it's this constant battle of like I don't want the end game players to hate me, but I also who like think sometimes there are end game players who think that I'm a fucking noob and I suck and blah blah blah, and sometimes there are noobs who think that I'm like elitist, and there's no winning, to be fair. You just try to like. Finding a balance is hard. Yeah, it's something that I didn't understand this when I was in the RuneScape community. When I was in the RuneScape community, I was kind of a content creator, but like not really, right? I streamed, but I didn't do YouTube videos, and I look back and I'm just embarrassed. I constantly critiqued RuneScape YouTubers because I was an endgame like hyper hardcore RuneScape player, and I was like, how can I know more things than these RuneScape YouTubers? And it made me so angry. How could you make a living off of this and make some small mistakes sometimes, like calling an XP training method 65k an hour when it's actually 55k an hour? And having grown up and having being a content creator myself, I realized if I spend 8 hours a day playing PokeMMO and 8 hours a day making content, I'm gonna fall behind versus someone who's just playing PokeMMO 12 hours a day. That's why I always glaze people like Woofy. Being really good at something and a content creator is very hard to dedicate your life to it, kind of. Because even if you're doing 8 hours each, there's no time left, right? If I do 6 hours each or 4 hours, I try to do 4 hours each, and that's tough. I probably end up doing 4 to 6, right? 4 to 6 hours of playing PokeMMO, 4 to 6 hours of making content every single day. That's probably about what I do, right? But somewhat you're gonna fall behind, and that's 7 days a week. That's not fun, It's one of those balancing acts, and you're never gonna make everybody happy. And I was part of the problem when I was playing RuneScape, so you gotta let people. Something I'm trying to get better at is just letting people go through their growth spurts. I went through my growth spurts. I've been an asshole. I've been a dick to people. It's kind of one of those things, and I still will be, right, Keck W. But you just try to make up for it and try to be nice the best you can. We're all just trying our best. It's a lot harder to do. Usually it's entertaining. I think Epoch does a great job making content for endgame players, to be fair. Changes things too. Yeah, it's just finding the right dynamic, and yeah. Anyways, I don't mean to yap about that. Okay, yeah. Let's go. I think we just picked berries. I think we're just good to jump into some Iron Man clips. And let me move this to the stream recap. Well said. What's up, Eboja? How you doing? Those are the things you might know. Yeah. From a casual brain, it's good perspective. I've constantly like, I think Epoch's doing really fucking cool stuff. I really like, yeah. Best place to shiny hunt Sandshrew. Are you okay with Sands? Do you want Sandshrew or are you okay with Sand Slash? You can do time swipe hordes of Sand Slash over at Johto's Victory Road, like right at the Johto Elite 4 cave or whatever. Amazing shiny, by the way. I love shiny Sand Slash. I think I was just talking to Casey actually about official shiny war recently. I don't know what her, I don't know what the meme is. Okay. You want, okay, you want Sandshrew 100%. You don't want Sand Slash. Okay. No, there's two things. You could still go for Sand Slash and breed it down. That's what I would recommend. That is going to save you more time and actually be cheaper than going for the Sandshrew. But if you really want a wild caught Sandshrew, which is a totally based, you know, hunt, right? Let's check. There are a few different hordes. I think, yeah, someone said you can go for the spot. I think that might be one of the best ones. That might be the best one. I don't know the Union Cave spot. I don't know how good that one is. I think Yams is kind of spitting. I think you would go to the desert spot and hoard the desert in Hoenn over at Route 111. Okay, sorry, dealing with some stuff behind the scenes really quick. One sec. Okay. Dude, Mr. Ribboy's big. I've talked about him. He's been great about putting like analytical money making stuff out there. Oof. I like genuinely like I really appreciate that, Stark. That's kind of my goal. I try to be, in the past I've been a very hardcore grinder and hardcore gamer, but like as a creator I try to be that middle ground. I totally agree. And then some people, unfortunately, some people see that and they view it as like, oh, Patrouski's a fucking noob who doesn't know any better, versus like, man, I'm trying to, you know, be that middle ground. I just that's the goal, right? It's kind of like, I guess I don't know. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think we're ready to go ahead and start, fellas. I have some Leppas to pick today. I might actually need, I'm so sorry, guys. I might need like a 5-minute break. I'm sorry. There's some weird behind the scenes stuff, unfortunately, today. As always, you know, the internet's a weird place right now. People try to get attention in weird ways. I'm gonna need 5 minutes to just take a sec. I'm gonna go outside, touch grass, watch the leaves rustle in the wind. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, fellas? What's up, Spidget? How you doing today, dude? Happy to see you. What's up, Spidget? How you doing, man? Alrighty, fellas. Okay. Alrighty, fellas, we are back on the Iron Man today for good progress. I have a bunch of berries to pick. I've been doing some scuffed berry runs recently. This one was not that bad. I don't think that any of these droughted at any point, but I could be wrong. I'm hoping that even scuffed berry runs are better than no berry runs. I've got to be working towards those leppas every single day. Whether I'm doing the 16-hour berries or just the straight leppas, I'm hopeful to make this progress. So I'm going to pick all of these and see you guys with the rewards and results. I'm okay. Yeah, that's... Life's just been really up and down. Life's been... Have you felt this way, Spidget? Life's been very... I think a lot of people are feeling this way. Life's been very unstable recently, I feel like, you know? And we just try to come together and talk about it honestly and fucking be nice to each other the best we can. Spread some love, you know? It'd be like that, yeah. And it sucks. There's a lot of people who, because life is hurting them, they hurt others, right? That sucks. That fucking sucks, you know? They take it out on others instead of looking inward and fixing themselves, but I don't want to... I have a huge fear. I don't want to do that either, you know? I don't want to do that, right? Hopefully I don't do that, but I probably do sometimes, you know? It's one of those things. Does encounters in. Yo, what's up, fuck gaming? What's up, man? Good luck to you. Dude, what the fuck? Let's go, Zan. My thesis proposal got accepted this morning. Hell fucking yeah, dude. Yeah, what's the thesis about? That's crazy, man. That's really fucking cool. Best mods. Yo, what's up, Leafar? Number one, definitely the Gen 5 follower sprite mod. What else? Gen 5 follower sprite mod. I really like the like extra shiny particles on there's a lot of like shiny mods you can do. Shiny icons. Most of the mods these days I recommend are for shiny hunting, hilariously. Just take it day by day. Yeah. It'll get better. It'll get better. The world's in a tumultuous period. I think a lot of people are very angry and upset. The number one thing that we need to do is not take it out on others, which is something I'm guilty of. You know, it's just, you got to remind yourself constantly, right? So you don't spread the... I was saying this as well, like, once again, humans just don't know how to use the internet yet, you know, like myself included. If you say something mean in a friend group setting, right, that dissipates and disappears after that hangout, right? If you fuck up, you blow up at a friend, you know, you apologize, you move on, right? If you say something mean on the internet, it stays there. It's permanent. It sticks there forever. So what happens is if you say something mean at a friend hang or something, you know, let's say arbitrarily bad, right? Arbitrarily bad at a friend hangout, you may bring down the mood of like 4 other people, right? Maximum. If you leave a negative comment, a hateful comment, a racist comment, whatever, maybe on the internet, you are negatively impacting thousands of people, usually, at least hundreds. And it's just really easy for that to spiral. We're in a world right now where like you have to be very, very careful what you say on the internet because it really affects people, man. You really can hurt others. And most humans don't want to hurt others, you know? Even if someone's done something wrong to you, usually you don't want to hurt them just for the sake of hurting them. That's not healthy, right? Yeah, it's just interesting. Golurk, you shiny hunt and then you prismatic pill it or whatever. Prismatic pill? Pearl? Prismatic pearl. What are you doing right now? Picking my berries. What's up, Ace? But the point is, like, it's just easier, unfortunately, for negativity to spread right now, and that's why all we can do is choose what we watch, choose what we, you know, consume, choose what, you know, whether to go on Instagram Reels today or not. type beat, you know? That's why it's nice to just, you know, ask you guys something as simple as what shiny hunts you guys doing today, you know, and something as simple as good luck on your shunts, you know, good luck on your shunts. What are your shunts right now? I think often in peaceful times these conversations can be a little vapid, but in times of darkness, it's simple acts of kindness go a lot farther in, you know, things like that, you know. I use the rerun team from my updated Jimmy Run guy, which will even further back, my Iron Man Jimmy Run is very casual. It's just double Typhlosion setup. I always try to tell people, like, do a Jimmy Run that you can do every single day. Not the most if the most efficient one is fun for you, do it. But I've seen so many people. Yeah, I use like a very classic. I think I just use like double Typhlosion plus like kind of a double Blastoise substitute. We can see it later though. I do need to plant my berries later. If I plant my, well, maybe it's fine. If I plant my berries now. If I plant my berries now, they'll be done. No, they'll be done at like 4 a.m. That's too early. I've got to plant my berries at like 4 p.m. type beat. Ditto Purgatory. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you, dude. That's a dude. It's a good question. I wonder who has the most Dittos stocked for war. That's okay. Really good question. Really scary question. There's a few people with 50k. I'm like scared to know who has the most and how many it is. That's, oh my, yeah, I don't know. That's chilling. Do you think there's someone with 60k? Probably, right? Like someone, but is there someone with more than 60k? I don't know. That's so much. 2 egg shunts. Imagine having 2 egg shunts prepared. Oh god. Try, if you can try one single Pokeberry in real life. This is gonna be fully based off of look. Like, not, you know. The fucking, I don't even like tomatoes, but the tomato berry always looks good to me. The Yachi berry kind of plump. What's like, okay, nobody typed the Tibia berry, no shot. The Payapa berry. The Oran berry is kind of a simple and classic pick. I respect the Oran berry. The Aspir berry looking like a beautiful, I love pears. Pears, one of the most underrated fruits, bro. Pears are fucking awesome. What do you mean by that, Senpai? Depends on what you mean and what your perspective is. I've openly talked about how I think money making has been a bit harder over the past 1 year or so, but that was also after it became a lot easier. You know, it's good. It's always good perspective. It's always good to like. PokeMMO has made everything. Not that I agree. Once again, not that I agree with the changes. I've openly critiqued the economy and all these things, right? But PokeMMO has made everything easier for the past 10 years. Since 2012 to up until 2023, we saw straight 2024, we saw straight buffs. For 12 years, we saw straight buffs to the game. Straight money per hour, EV trading, XP trading faster, shiny hunting faster. We saw straight buffs. And then we saw 1 year of nerfs. And there's, now I don't agree with a lot of them. The way they nerf things, I don't like it. I don't agree with it, right? But to boil it down to like, oh, PokeMMO has gotten so much harder. Well, yeah, over the past 1 year, but it was also got easier for 12 years. And a lot of newer players don't have that perspective. They only played during the like, you know, it's kind of like imagine you start investing in stocks in like 2005 and then the housing market crashes and you're like, oh my god, this is the first time ever the economy has crashed. And it's like, well, no, bro, you don't know your lore, you don't know your history, you know. You got to learn the history of like, it matters. The older I get, the more I realize history repeats itself and like it matters, or like the context of things really matters, you know. There's no ROMs. Oh, if you, okay, yes, if you, well, yes, if you're just comparing PokeMMO, so I misunderstood entirely then, Senpai, so my apologies. Yes, if you are comparing PokeMMO to the traditional Pokemon games, yes, everything is much harder, and that's kind of the point. The problem is if everything was as easy as the traditional games, you would fly through the game in a heartbeat, you know? You need some end game, you need some grind, and it's not for everybody. Not everybody likes that. I love it, you know? A grilled tomato berry, yeah, it's a good bit, fuck. Yeah, like, there just wasn't, exactly, Zan, like, That's also yes, I'm glad that you talk about that. Like, PokeMMO is so much easier now due to access of information. People don't realize how hard it was, yeah, to like just get stuff, you know. So look at the past. That's sorry, I apologize if Senpai, I apologize if I jumped to conclusions too much and assumed too much of you. I think that was my fault. I'm sorry about that, man. I misunderstood. My apologies, Senpai. Best Discord. Okay, Xanarchy is still in the Discord. Who would have thought? What's new? What's new? That's a good example of like one of the problems with content creators, and I'm saying this to critique myself, right? If you see 100 people ask the same question, and then the second question is always the same, you can kind of follow a train of thought. You start stereotyping or generalizing people, and that's not okay, you know. If someone asks, you know, often people will lead the question or, you know, ask certain things, and then I'll assume like, oh, they have these intentions or compare them to, you know, but that's not always the case. You got to treat people like individuals and let them say their stuff. So it's, you know, that's a problem. That's a tough like thing to overcome, right? Info was the biggest barrier 6 years ago. Yes. Yeah. Oof. Set up the shop on Discord. Best Discord. That is, yup, that is also, yup, yams. I always say, like, Pokemon players come to PokeMMO and unfortunately don't always do that well. Because PokeMMO is not a Pokemon game. It's more so an MMO. If you come from MMOs, you'll do very well in PokeMMO. If you come from Pokemon games, it's going to be tough, and some people make it, some people don't. And also, it's not for everybody. But, you know, not everybody wants to come home from work after their 9-to-5 job and load up a notepad document and see what goals they should work on today, you know? Like, sometimes people just want to fucking load up Fortnite, relax, hang out, have a brewski, you know? It's just what's people want, you know? Is Overwatch an MMO? I wouldn't call it that. I would call it like, you know, like but that's like a competitive game, you know. We picked our berries. Let's do our loot. I'm cooked. What's up, Osa? How you doing, man? Yeah, OSRS is very yeah. Fuck, this is awesome. Wait, your sprite mod for your Ditto is beautiful. That just looks really good. So let's mod finish on the regions. Dude, I'm honored to hear that. At 3 L's grinding. That's also like another, like, the whole other perspective, which I think is a really valid take that must be considered, is this is why I try to be positive, because I think it's the right thing to do. And I think being positive in life, not even just in video games, is just generally the right thing to do, even when things are bad, right? Now you have to talk, yeah, it's a balance. You can't always, I hate positive vibes only. I think that gets really toxic really quickly. But if I wake up, that's why I don't like talking about the economy on my stream that much, because I've talked about it. Let's move on. You know, if you wake up and you complain every single day, all you're doing is bumming people out. You know, imagine if I woke up every day and said, all right, good morning guys, people are starving in the streets. Like, yeah. Or are we gonna do something physically to fix it and address it? Or are we just gonna wake up and like bum ourselves out every day? You know, there's no productivity there. You know, you're kind of just making yourself like a victim martyr versus like actually, you know, move on with your life, try to impact things positive where you can, yada, right? It's a delicate balance. Oof. Yeah, shiny hunters do very well. That is true. Flaming motorcycle is I love the flaming motorcycle, man. I love the flaming motorcycle. If you have 2 accounts, can you trade your second account a Pokemon? Absolutely. Yes. But like, it's my responsibility as a creator often to like get on here and push the positive message, because it's what I truly, once again, I think that's the way to be. I'm not trying to like, oh, I just do it because, but it's like I think that's the right thing to do, even though it's hard for me some days, right? Yeah. Yes, like that's recent studies reveal that focusing on the good literally reshapes your brain to seek out even more good. Yes. Yeah. Is stream always like this, where I stand around in game and yap a lot? Yeah, pretty much. It's decently like this. What's up, man? If it's not your cup of tea, I totally get it. Yo, what's up, team? So happy to have you. What's up? Let's what's next? Berries. Okay, berries and breeds. Let's go Island 4. Whew. He's been doing this since 2020. Yeah, bro. Paul, AFK in game, yap with the community. What's wrong with that? You know, is that so bad? Is that so wrong? I like talking to you guys. Sue me. every day. I love it. I'm sorry. The Christmas, it is May and I still have the Christmas Sprite mod installed. I get it, right? I get it. So fun combos to be had. I think a lot of like Twitch, like people, you know, I gotta mention the Bagel Lord. One sec. I got the Bagel Lord reaching out. Also, look at these fucking nice messages. What the fuck? No! This is the Patrouski special. Oh my fucking god. This guy drops super nice message in chat. I try to reach out to him. Ogre Muncher! I love you. I'm sorry. Bro's too big for his britches. This is the most. Also, this is an amazing name. Ogre Muncher is so good, man. I love bagels too. This guy is super sweet, man. The sweet messages, it's so sweet. The dono changed you. True. Dude, yes, that's the Quinsta font. Fuck, I hate that you just pegged my whole stream. Patrouski's stream is the equivalent to jumping around your chest in Minecraft while talking to friends. Yeah. It's a late night Discord call. It's a late night TeamSpeak call, you know? Imagine just casually stumbling across Bagel Lord. He's a fucking celebrity, brother, with that kind of name. I appreciate the positivity, guys. Like, holy fuck. Once again, the internet is in a dark place right now. I really appreciate positivity like that. Like positive DMs in game, man. Keep me going, guys. I cannot thank you enough. I'm lucky to be able to have that. Vibes and deep shit. That is the greatest. He's the what's the fuck? That's the new, like, he's the LeBron James of PokeMMO. He's the J. Cole of PokeMMO. That's kind of like, I love J. Cole. That's, you know, and what's funny is, okay, I used to, dude, the most, what's the word? I used to be such a fucking, fuck do you know about my, stop quoting Run a Train. Me and my wife listen to that shit so much. Fuck do you know about my, because it sounds like, because the lyrics of that song are technically, fuck do you know about my passion, but it sounds like he's saying pit. Confrontation, yeah, that's kind of, I am like J. Cole, but I pick fights, and that's not good. Not pick, but like respond. J. Cole is wiser than I, because he can actually like not get involved with dumb, petty, you know, my pain. Yeah, I fucking love, I liked his new album a fair bit. My favorite album is KOD. My favorite J. Cole song is Window Pane, if you want to go give it a listen. It's a sad song, but it's a beautiful, like, the whole point of Window Pane is all about perception and like appreciating what you have and blah blah blah. It's all about, and like empathizing with others to the point of perspective. I don't want to spoil it, I guess, but Window Pane's fantastic. True. Okay, wait a minute, Eboja, hold up. Hold up. Am I saying? Yeah, dude. Okay, chill. Don't fucking, okay. What is this? Keep. Ooh, this is cool. Keep the IVs, my G. Capiche. Okay, Tom needs to stop saying capiche. This is worse than when I discovered bombastic. Is a British person discovers the word capiche. It's a classic. I understand that album. I get it. It's not my fit, but I get it. You know, Zan. It's still, you know, 20 HP, 30. This is very weird. This is a very weird ditto. 20, 30, 20, 10. It's all 10s, you know? 10, 20, 30. There's no other number. That's a weird ditto, man. I found a shiny Rapidash and I didn't know how to catch it and it died. I found another one and it died again. I really hope you're pulling my leg. That's really brutal. Brother, you got to get a high level Pokemon, like a high level 100 Breloom or a level 100 Damp Pokemon or something. Like, I mean, this is the most reasonable flex of all time, you know. Bombastic is my capiche. Yeah, based. This is the greatest. This is insane. I love this. This is also Zitto is a great name. Okay. I do gotta go ahead. Okay, I gotta so all right, we gotta harvest our berries. All right, fellas, we have our berry haul. First things first, 441 cherries. Dude, I'm finally getting on top of my berry runs. I feel like I'm consistently, for a while, I was doing like maximum 3 to 4 berry runs a week, right? If I can, the difference of doing them every day, or as much as I have been recently, 5 days a week, the difference has been so noticeable. That is a lot of cherries. The question is, do I want to do a Lepa batch? I like doing these, so I can do a Lepa batch like once every 4 days. I probably can do like a bunch of non-Lepas and then one Lepa batch every 4 days. Let's see my seed count now. Yeah, we're not at our highest seed count yet. We might actually be pushing. We're close. I'm gonna do no Lepas today later on in a few hours, and then I'll do Lepa berries the next day, like on Wednesday or whatever that is. So let's go ahead and but next up we have more IronMan progress. We have those breeds to do, so let's go ahead and go through them each one by one. I'm gonna go through them a little bit slower than usual, I think, because I don't remember these breeds. It's been so long since I've set them up, I don't know what is what. First things first, very simple one, field A group. Some of these are just, you know, breeding for space, breeding catch event mons. Those Heatrans, heat moors, not Heatrans, I wish. Those heat moors were caught during the catch event, right? We've got Dustall 2x31. A lot of these Pokemon are Pokemon caught during catch events, just being bred as breeders to clear up space, to utilize resources, and also work those breeders up in IVs to get better Pokemon in the future, of course. 2x31 Chaos A group. That was in, I think, it was either Spatak in HP or Spadef in HP. Next up, Plant A group, 31 in both defenses. These are simple breeds. I'm not going to waste too much time on them. Very, very simple breeds. 2x31 breeders. Let's go to a not simple breed. Let's go to something like this. So this is an event alpha breed. Now, the thing is, this is a weird one because this Salamence is from the event. However, there are Salamence alphas that aren't, it's not an event only alpha. This one specifically is from the event raid, but there are natural wild alpha Salamence spawns. So it's actually not as special as you would think. But I still am going to go ahead and breed this, I think, as a female. It's honestly kind of arguable here. I'm going to breed it as a female for now. I think we could change it in the future. Yeah, no particles. I don't know if it's supposed to. I'm not sure, honestly. But 3x31 alpha dragon A group, 3x31 in HP, defense, and Spadef. Now I'm debating though. I might want to check my PC actually. Should I make this male or female? I might need to double check really quick. Fuck it, we just do it live. Let's go double check. Dragon. Let's go alpha A group dragon is how I would do this. And I would just see what alphas we have. Or any of them. Like we have this one's 3x31. We have the Ditto, of course. Can I pair this with a breeder? I don't know if I have. We have a female. This will be 3x31 in both the defenses. So it could pair with this Ekans. I might want to make this male, actually. Which I think makes more sense. Yeah, I'm going to... And it's weird. That feels weird to make an event alpha male. But it's just not an event specific alpha, you know? So we're actually, it's a weird time where we're actually consuming an event alpha just to be a breeder. We're going to make it male, fellas. It kind of hurts to see, but I think that's the right play. I think it's the right play. All right. Next up, let's just go back to 2x31 A group breeds, 2x31 mineral. I always say it's crazy. This box represents 600,000 Pokeyen. There is 600,000 Pokeyen put into this, all these breeds, into these 60 breeds or whatever, right? 2x31 Chaos A group Pokemon. There's so much hours, so many hours put into this box, but I just go through it so quickly, you know? Here is oh, this is why you go through slowly. I often make my breeds late in like usually around midnight or like super late. I reversed the braces there. The braces there are wrong. They're on the wrong stats. So that would have been a huge mistake. We're gonna move that. We're gonna fix that in a bit. Next up, 2x31 Chaos A group, 31 Spadef, and 31 speed. Nothing crazy. Sometimes I haven't seen a mistake like that in a long time, thankfully, but sometimes those do pop up. 2x31 HP and speed, Chaos A group once again. Just randomly rolling the gender on all these Chaos A group mons. Next up, Field Age Group, 2x31 in Spatak and Spadef. You don't need that many Spatak Field Age Group Pokemon, but I still do want to utilize them wherever I can. I don't know, I don't want to release them if possible. So once again, more Field Age Group Spatak breeders, 31 Spatak, 31 speed. At least it's in the speed, so that's really relevant. And you do need things like Typhlosion to have good stats. Like there are special attacking Field Age Group Pokemon that are really, really relevant, but there's less Spatak Field Age Group Mons than physical, if that makes sense. This is more Spatak. Nope, this one's a physical HP and attack. Beautiful. Utilizing a lot of these catch event mons, we have to keep the more catch events we do, the more we have to breed to then keep our boxes clean. 2x31 in defenses and HP for Chaos Light Group, the more we have to like breed to keep our boxes clean to do more catch events, you know. And catch events are just so crucial right now on the IronMan account, dude. This is a pretty big breed. A 3x31 Porygon utilizing a 2x31 Ditto. I always keep my Dittos very, very safely and carefully, right? Because good IV Dittos, 2x31 Dittos are so valuable on the account. But I've noticed I'm almost doing the like holding on to potions thing in Skyrim. I've been holding on to them a little bit too long. So I'm going to start utilizing some of my Dittos, especially prior to Shiny Wars, to get some of the space clear in my boxes. I need as much PC space. I need as much Pokeyen. I need as much of every single resource, you know, on the IronMan account prior to Shiny Wars. It's the whole, you know, here's a 3x31 Field Aid group. There we go. 3x31 Field Aid group. Get that breed going. I got to keep an eye out to see if any of them say to make male or female. These do not. Another 3x31, I think, Field Aid group Spoink right there. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll do this. This is just a rare shiny chance breed. A random Beldum, no stats, no nothing. That is just for rare shiny chance and to consume one of my Shiddos. On the IronMan account, you have to keep some rare Pokemon around to be able to consume your Shiddos. And now here is a really good breed that I'm excited for. It is crucial to make this Pheno. I've been trying to make a good Swanna for quite a while now, because in the off chance that Swanna becomes meta for raids, I need to have a good one. And the off chance that it happens, because Ducklet is a Pheno only Pokemon, right? So if Swanna becomes meta and I don't have a good Swanna sitting around, I just can't do that raid until I get one. And getting a Ducklet via a Pheno is RNG. You can't control it. I'd rather have one on hand. So we're gonna make ourselves, I'm not even gonna EV train it. I'm just gonna like keep it a 5x31, and then the nature, I don't even know what it really needs. I'm just gonna try to make the best Ducklet / Swanna possible with the information we have and prepare for it in the future. Next up, I want to make this female 3x31 Field Age. I think this is also humanoid. I think Baniri is actually Field and humanoid, which is a really important combination to have. I'm gonna make that female, so I believe I can breed it with this Ralts. So we're gonna pair that with the bunny down here in a bit. Next up, one of the, maybe the biggest breed in this entire batch, maybe the most important breed in the entire batch. I am breeding my event alpha. This is an event only alpha Togekiss, right? Sorry, my Alexa is talking to me. Alexa, stop. Never had that happen in a clip. I don't know what it thought I said. Anyways, so event Togekiss, okay? 3x31 HP, Spadef, and speed. I'm gonna put in a luxury ball just so I remember. I can try to remember that it's special. It's cost 21k to even breed this as a female. It's expensive, but it's worthwhile to keep this very special event, very specific Pokemon, right? All right. Next up, Apom and Purloin, 2x31, or sorry, 3x31 Field Age Group breeder. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Next up, 3x31 Dragon and Water B. I think Magikarp's B. We're gonna breed that. Let the gender roll. I don't think I have a selection for that one. Beautiful, beautiful. Next up, Magikarp 3x30. Once again, 3x31 breeder. We got the big special breeds out of the way, and I'm gonna do my Jimmy run after this, and that will give us, we can hatch eggs while doing our Jimmy run. 3x31 Field Age Group breeder with attack as one of the stats. There we go. Huge, huge, huge. And then finally, our final, this is another big one, 3x31 Bug Age Group. It says to make female. Or wait, hold up. Wait, no, make male. I just misread. Okay, make this male. I bet you I have a bug breeder that can pair up with this in my boxes. I try to think about this when I'm doing these late night breeds. Sometimes I just forget. So let's make this male. And I have to trust past Patrouski. I don't remember anymore, but I'm trusting past Patrouski. I bet you there's a reason for that. Yeah, Pokemon breeding is fascinating, and I like to think that IronMan breeding is even more interesting because you have to like use the pieces that you have, right? It's very much like utilizing the things you have sitting around and trying to force puzzle pieces together, right? Now I need to switch these. I did the wrong stats on. I'll do that off camera, and I'll see you guys with our Jimmy run, and it will probably not. I'll probably see you guys if a shiny egg hatches in the next clip, which I doubt it, but there's always a chance. Oof. Yeah, it's cool. Yes, every single like alphas are so much more valuable on an IronMan account, which I really like. Like that was a huge on a main account. Like I just don't go to alpha spawns, like most of them. Some alpha spawns are worth the Pokeyen, most aren't on a main account, you know, which is really sad to me. It's like a special like fun thing, you know. Nostalgia, I know you DM'd me. That technically, like, you know, you're not wrong, but I'd rather have the resources. I want to use up, like, yes and no. The counter logic to that is I want to use up resources in my PC, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't appreciate you DMing me trying to counter correct me, right? I have counter arguments. If you disagree, that's fine. But I don't want to have to store all of the good IV Pokemon in my boxes, right? Endgame is having only like 5 times 31s in my boxes or things like that, right? I only want high-end breeders. I don't want to just keep a random female ducklet in my boxes and then have to like breed it up when I need it, because then I have to keep all the other resources on hand, if that makes sense. But I really need the box space. The box space is super crucial right now. But I appreciate the, you know, the check-in. Yeah, but that's okay. What's your username? I could potentially unban you. I love you very much, but you have to understand. This guy said, sorry, I'm banned in your Twitch chat. That's why I whispered you. And it's not that big of a deal. I don't want to draw too much attention to it, but like, don't, that's not healthy. You know, if you want to ask for an unban, do it. You want to unban me? What's the name? Carry on, good sir. But it's weirder. This is like messaging your ex who like, yeah, this is like messaging your ex like, hey, are you still like, what's, you know, don't do that, man. Was we back again? I unban people all the time. Just send me the unban request. Wait, did you type you typed something like insanely, didn't you type something like insanely anti-Semitic? I think I remember your name. I told you. Why are you DMing me if you're you typed something anti-Semitic in Twitch chat and then DM me, and now we're like, oh, you want to unban me. Bro, what do you mean? Just don't be hateful. That's all I ask. It's like the one rule. Motherfuckers will be like, I just don't know how I feel about X group of people. And then be like, yeah, I gotta message you. I gotta whisper you because you banned me. Brother, what? Just don't be hateful. I don't, like, it's my fault. It's every day I wake up and I expect MMO players to be socially coherent. And that's my fault. That is my, it's my fault, brother. It's my fault. It's my mistake. All you have to do is not be like hateful in my, that's it. It's all you have to do. Average online experience. It's so bad right now. I don't know. I feel like it is, and it's not their fault. I almost feel like I don't know if it's the COVID. I don't know what it is. People haven't had the privilege to learn socially, and that's not even like their fault. They need the chance, they need the opportunity. So maybe keeping them unbanned in my stream is the way to go, but I don't want to deal with it. And then I don't know, it's a tough, there's an argument there. We're gonna breed this Shuppet really quick. Get back to the game, you know. I don't fuck with any memes that like jokes. It's jokes are fine, especially the problem is a lot of people don't understand why they don't understand the philosophy of comedy, and they don't understand why a joke is funny. And there's a difference between making a joke about a group of people and it being actually funny and the root of the joke not being racist, versus making a joke where the root of the joke is racist. A lot of people don't understand the difference between the two. And you can look up, I'm not gonna like say like, you can look up videos about that. I think comedy philosophy when it comes to that is really interesting. But a lot of people just don't want to admit they don't know how to do it. They think they're stand-up comedians and they tell a joke that's just, you know, and it's yeah. You probably just shouldn't, yeah. It's a tough line, you know, versus not. Yes, that's yeah. You don't want to be laughing at. You can do it in funny ways. There are like there's tons of. I think South Park is a great example. South Park almost always South Park almost always makes fun of things in a way that is respectful or like has counterbalances. A really good example is the Mormon episode. A huge point of the Mormon episode in South Park, they have this song playing in the background being like dum da dum 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 dum, literally calling Mormon people dumb, which is kind of mean and kind of dumb, right? But then the whole point of the episode is like, oh, we view Mormon people as kind of dumb from the outside looking in, but actually they're fucking happier than a lot of us are. So who's really like, it's kind of like a dichotomy, an interesting critique, and like they're critiquing both sides, and versus just like a racist or like lazy joke that, and to be fair, a lot of that's just like teenagers or like young people, which I mean that's what, you know, you're young, I don't get that out of your system, I guess, right? Yeah. There's smart ways to do, yeah, but comedy takes intelligence, and a lot of people don't want to admit they aren't either smart or don't, yeah. But yeah. Whenever if a joke does not land, people blame others instead of like, oh fuck, maybe that was a bad, you know, my bad. I'm gonna ask you for a goal today on the main account. Do you like shiny hunting? Have you been shiny hunting? Do you like I love recommending Drudagon. Drudagon is fantastic. I think it's a fantastic shiny. Shiny Golurk, if you have Leppas, is amazing. Yeah, that's, yeah. Anniversary, yo, what's up, by the way, Arante? Anniversary chests, I'm gonna be so flat with you, man, are not at a good price right now. Most investments in PokeMMO, actually, they're better than I thought, to be fair. They're at 37k. Most investments right now are not amazing. A lot of things are down to some extent. Dev's Trousie, yeah, of course I can, Loopy. Yeah, gotcha. There you go, man. It should be next encounter, man. Good luck to you, dude. Bro. That was sus. What was I sus? Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's go start our Jimmy run. I know Jimmy run. Oh, streamers doing a Jimmy run. Cringe. At least I'm doing a Jimmy run while hatching eggs. There will be rare shiny chance. Poggies. I'm trying to, you know, I try my best, boys. Invest in the dip. Unironically, not a bad idea. That's a greater. Now that is a larger discussion. Someone came in and said, you know, what's the price of anniversary chest Patrouski? And honestly, they're better than I expected. But I tried to warn him, like, I'm gonna be honest, man. He took a break from the game for a little bit. He wanted to know the price of the, you know, the anniversary chest. I'm gonna be honest, man. Most investments are down right now. Most things are down because Pokeyen is harder to get in liquid form. People value their Pokeyen right now. It's harder to spend money on investments and things like that, right? However, because of that exact reason, and someone said, you know, jokingly, but also true, someone jokingly said, like, oh, buy the dip. One of the best ways, there's a greater discussion there. We are in the Great Depression of PokeMMO. How do people get rich during market downturns? They buy the dip, right? People who buy, it's obviously, the problem is actually having the money to be able to do that. People who bought the houses during the housing crash, after the crash happened, made a fuckload of money, right? Like, that's understanding when to buy. Like, that is a really interesting greater discussion in PokeMMO is should you buy investments right now? Should you be buying instead of panic selling? Yes, but the problem is it's hard to earn the money. You have to be very, very consistent. People who wake up right now, do their Jimmy runs every single day, do their trainery runs, and then put that money into investments in 1 to 2 years, those people will make out like bandits. Those people will make so much fucking money. The problem is, yeah, like that is, there also, I mean, there is the argument of like, it sucks. It is what it is. It sucks also, but it is what it is. You can either make money off of the dips, off of the, or just not, you know, but someone else is gonna do it. It sucks. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that's the way it is. That's a market. You either buy the dip or not, and see, you're putting your money at a risk by doing that to some extent, and yada yada yada. Yeah, raw money making is really good right now. That I put out my top 5 money making methods recently, and all of it is like raw pure yen. Jimmy runs, trainery runs, amulet farming, fossil farming, ditto farming, and even the 6th option. Someone with a great comment, what about berry farming? The 6th option would have been berry farming. Berry farming is great Pokeyen. The problem is that it's just so easy to be inconsistent. I always say I don't recommend berry farming very often to other PokeMMO players, because if you make one mistake while berry farming, you lose 1 week's worth of profit. So if you make one mistake a week, you lose everything. It's so brutal. It's so punishing. But if you are a very consistent person, a very like locked in, type A, scheduled, organized, berry farming is fantastic, especially with alt accounts. So it is up to the kind of person that you are is what I recommend. Speaking of money making, let's start our Jimmy run on the IronMan account. What happened? My bag. Is it possible? I don't know. Is it possible that you went to a new region or something like that, Tix? I don't know, man. I'm so sorry. That's a weird and like jarring feeling. Hopefully everything's okay. Good luck to you, man. I really appreciate that. That's really sweet to notice, Riley. Much love to you, man. Alrighty, fellas, we are back on the Iron Man today for investing in fossils prior to Shiny War is usually pretty consistent, but it's a risk to tie up your Pokeyen. You gotta just, you know, let people know, right? Type beat. Move these over to the Iron Man episode. I need to release this Iron Man episode soon. This Iron Man episode has like too many hours of progress, man. It's actually kind of disgusting. Let me switch the eggs out, refill the eggs, pop the coin, jump into our Jimmy run. Let's do it, boys. Okay. Just farm them. What the fuck? Well, I don't fully agree with that. I mean, it depends. Like, you could do both. Since fossil farming is legitimately good Pokeyen, you can just farm your fossils, and it saves you a little bit of a. Does it save you listing fee at all? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Never. Yeah. Sorry. No. Sorry to. Actually, I'm being very. Also, actually, no. Like, no. Like, farming fossils is good if you want to like maximize Pokeyen, doing methods that make more money than fossil farming, like Jimmy runs, trainery runs. Do those and then use that money to buy fossils to invest in prior to war, while also farming fossils. Like, that might go crazy, you know. But then you're waiting to sell all your fossils during war, so you're not getting your Pokeyen instantly or quickly, which is like, new players can't afford to do that. New players need Pokeyen, man. They do. When you're a new player, when you're growing your account, I don't want new players to worry about, or like, I don't want new players to worry about like, oh yeah, investing in fossils and selling during Shiny Wars. Get your Pokeyen now, and that's gonna help you grow your account, you know. Get your Pokeyen now, and buy your catching Breloom, buy your Jimmy run team, buy your trainery run team, buy all your utility Pokemon, buy your items, your choice specs, your choice bands. Like, that shit is fucking important, you know. Absolutely. Yeah, Sweets and Pikachu. I respect if you want to do I consider Munchlax and like I consider Payday Munchlax, Payday Pickup Munchlax, and like Teddy Ursa Pickup, or like Honey Gather, whatever. It's like be kind of like lower tier for me for utility Pokemon. I respect if that's, some people love them, you know. I would call them like A or B tier, but that's personally depends on how much you Payday Pickup and stuff. Yeah, Parasect needs a buff. Yeah, even the fucked up thing is, like, even Parasect in PokeMMO, it's why I did a clip earlier in the stream recap talking about like even Parasect in what's it called, right, in the modern games or in PokeMMO, it's not tanky enough. Like, people are moving back to damp Kingdra, damp Golduck, damp Quagsires, because Parasect isn't fucking tanky enough to be a damp Pokemon against some of these higher level explosion Pokemons like the Gravelers over at the Larvitar Shunt. Like, that's really fucking scary. That's like legitimately scary that, like, dude, I wish Parasect was better. And it's a good reminder, like, it might be worth to train your catching Parasect, your damp Parasect, in like HP and defense as opposed to like attack and speed. Well, the speed's kind of important to be able to outspeed and Spore. Yeah, it's just tough, man. On a Switch, yeah, that Larvitar spot is just really fucking hard. Do you think you need, Xanarchy mentioned it earlier, do you think you just need fucking skill swap Golduck for the Larvitar spot? Like, that spot is really scary, man. Maybe I'll do a video on that. That's like, you know, that's kind of legit interesting. Let me write that down. Give me one sec. Do. 100% need gold duck, yeah. Okay, that's a good video. I'll write that down. Last shot in the IronMan account, I think it was the Nidoran female during the, I got a swarm Nidoran during the last I got a Lunar New Year event shot, which is kind of crazy. I don't really think about that, but I got a fucking Lunar New Year event shiny, man. Like, that's nuts. Supposed on a Pokemon that can also work. It depends. That feels more specific to prepare than just a big Dampmon, but maybe that's worth it. It's yeah. Articuno, dude, it is crazy. I fucking love that Articuno is an S tier utility Pokemon. What the fuck happened? Like, that's awesome. That is the reason why I love PokeMMO. Articuno becoming an S tier utility Pokemon is so fucking cool, man. Played all meta. Dude, it's a good example of like PokeMMO is still evolving just by player information and like discussion. Like, it doesn't need updates always. Like, we still have a lot to learn, you know. It's cool to see something like Articuno, notoriously like underloved and bad legendary, right? Being able to be like the best at something is so fucking cool. Well, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Sticky. No, brother. What? PokeMMO is the most fair playing field you'll ever be given in life. If you can't make money here, you might be cooked. I'm gonna be so real. Respect, or you're just not passionate, which is so fair. Like, I think if people will succeed whenever they're passionate. You can't fake passion, you know. Yeah. You make more money as a new player in PokeMMO in 2026 than veteran players did in 2015. You know, in 2015, 2016, the best money making was 80,000 Pokeyen an hour farming Everstones. There was island runs back then, to be fair, but not a lot of people did those. That'd make you like 100 to 200k, to be fair, but yeah. Yes, no, that's so what you do is you skill swap. It's so easy as well. You skill swap the damp onto like the shiny, I assume, right? It can't explode on itself or whatever. That's so good. The only thing that's a little annoying about is like then the other, but that's already the case with a Dampmon, right? Like that's really fucking cool. That's really cool. It's been a long time since I've hunted Larvitar. That's really fucking cool, dude. Yeah, Duck, don't get me started. Yup. Dude, it's a really cool fucking tool, Ketor. Hell yeah, man. I'm honored to hear it, dude. That's fucking super wholesome start. That's awesome, dude. Dude, congratulations. Sorry I missed it for a quick sec. Super glued. Congratulations, man. Your first shiny in PokeMMO on an IronMan. I'll try to check it. If you put it in the achievement showcase, I could feature it on the stream recap soon, hopefully. Don't go bird. Catching Pokemon for profit is such a cool thing, man. You can still kind of do it with Dittos and Ninkadas, and there, you know, I think Torkles right now are really good for profit if you catch Torkles with Drought, right? So there are options, but it's not the same obviously as the way it used to be, right? Mr. Kamo, thank you for the 5 months, brother. What's up, man? Thank you for the 5 months, man. How you doing today? What's up? Thank you for the prime. How you doing? Yeah, like that's, dude, Magikarp was such a cool method back in the day. People would literally have alt accounts just to sit at Magikarp, and it was so good, man. Like, catching Magikarp for profit was balanced, really good for new players, really good from scratch for returning players. It put Dragon A group breeders into the economy, which would be consumed and all these things. It's so crazy, man. Amoco prices are high now. I think they're about the same they've been for a little bit, but they fluctuate. Amyloquin prices fluctuate between 15 and 28k. They've been the same for at least the past 1 month or so. They fluctuate. They've gone down a little bit, actually, a little bit. Amulet coin prices fluctuate a little bit depending on the amount of riches charms in the game, the timing of the, you know, the price check, is the event going on, how many people are doing their Jimmy runs, yada 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 yada. Amulet coin prices are kind of like lepa berries. They're a little bit fluid, but like pretty consistent. This is my first not stuffed Jimmy run in a long time. Like not on a bad pace here, actually. Kind of rare, not dog shit Patrouski Jimmy. It's not even like amazing. Like my eggs hashed. 1 sec. There's shiny Porygon chance in there, man. I should be hyping up or watching these eggs more, man. Like there is like, it is a long-term goal to get an egg shiny on the IronMan account. That would be like, that is a once in my life. I want that, you know, just I'll probably never get a second one, you know, once in my life. Porygon, where'd he go? He that got me. Pory's gone? What? Where did Pory go? Shut up. I've never heard that one. How have I never heard that? I hate how you say Jimmy run. Okay. I mean, fair. Sounds like Jimmy run. I'm gonna start saying Jimmy run now just because of that. But much love. I appreciate the honest feedback, Ty Sense. What's up, man? I couldn't take it. That sounds... That's unfortunate, but I get it, man. Jimmy run. Where'd he run to? Where'd he go? Jimmy run. Untamed. Yo, good luck. Enjoy camo. Give us the review. I love hearing, you know, spoiler free reviews. Giga Chad. No, dude, that's totally once in like shiny hunting, once in the achievement showcase, not spam at all. Super glue. I appreciate the concern. Very thoughtful. It's funny. Sometimes people get, one of the most common complaints I see is how I say PokeMMO, and it's because I just say PokeMMO more times than people, you know, eat food in their life. I've said the word PokeMMO so many times. So yeah, sometimes I get a little lazy and I slur my words and I go PokeMMO or, you know, PokeMMO or like whatever. That's gonna happen, you know. That's. But people get really mad about it if I don't fully enunciate and say PokeMMO. Sometimes people get not too happy. It is what it is. It is what it is. Pokemon double time. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, like, you got I got stuff to talk about. I got things to say, you know, things to do. I hate that shit too. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I respect it, you know. It is what it is type of beat. I'm going to be so real. Pokemon. I should start saying Pokemon. You say Pokemon 20,000 times in your life and see what happens. You know, it's one of those PokeMMO, PokeMMO. I'm gonna start. That'd be a good bit. Like start saying it's like even more incorrectly on purpose. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to a PokeMMO stream recap. Stream. Ooh, Poke. After so long, like that's. I guess the problem is like PokeMMO is just the abbreviation. Some people just say MMO. Poke. Today, guys, we're playing PokeMMO. I'm gonna start. That's a good bit. It's a great bit. I can send you. I should have a video on it, Raymond. I can send it to you. Or if someone in chat actually could send him either the video or the mod page on the forums, that'd be fantastic. PokeMMO is gold. I'm honored you think it's gold. A person I'd be fuming. I love Woofy, man. I mean, it's really easy to glaze Woofy. It's kind of fucked up. Like the most chill, like, yeah, like I feel like if you're beefing with Woofy, you got bigger problems. You said it right. Wait, when I said PokeMMO? Okay, PokeMMO. Oh, okay, I'm gonna remember that. PokeMMO is right. Yeah. True. PokeMMO is very funny. It's like that's like the most rage bait. Poke, yeah. PokeMMO or Poke. That's what I was going for. No, it's the new. Never mind. You missed the bit. Come on. What's up, Beggy? By the way, how you doing, man? You said MMO. No, I didn't. You're just imagining that. I didn't say PokeMMO. Didn't say that. No. I said PokeMMO. You're hearing things. Gaslighting is the best part of being a streamer, Giga Chad. And it gets me. No, yeah, sorry. I wasn't talking about you, Ty Sense. Sorry. I do that often. Apologies. It's one of the weird parts of streaming. Sometimes a chatter will say something and I'll extrapolate to something else in my head and I'll talk about. I didn't mean that you were beefing with him. My apologies. I do that. That's kind of a weird, that's a social mistake on my end. I talk to a chatter and then I read what they say and I extrapolate to something else and they feel like it's about them because it comes off like it's about them, but I don't mean it to be about them. It's a great, like, I apologize. It's great, I'm glad you double checked or whatever. Satiates that need in brain. Is raining where I live. That's, yeah. It's a PokeMMO part. Fuck, dude. That'd be a good Jimmy Run song. Dude, where's the next album? It's too late. I'm already in tears now. The average streamer. That is the average streamer experience. My greatest fear. Much love to you, Ty Sense, for the sense of humor, man. No, I mean, that's I ruined another chatter's day has been ruined by the evil Patrouski. It happens. It does, man. I'll reflect on this, but like genuinely, this is the problem. The problem is I'm joking, but I'm also not joking. I have problems. Anyways, is it rain on sound? I really hate the sound of rain. Well, yes and no. I really hate the sound of rain. Do I tell this story? This is a dark story. Oh. Just thinking. It makes you happy. I hate the sounds of Americans. Yeah, come on. Not all of them. Can't we all, give and take? Give and take. But I hit the store and hit a Jimmy Run. Yes, there you go. Do your Jimmy Run. You're getting it. That is the true conversion, is making someone say Jimmy Run and PokeMMO when they fucking hate it before. Yeah, I'm not a fan. We had to go out. I'm actually the opposite. Wait, I'm actually the total fucking opposite. I love being in rain. I love rain when you're outside. I hate rain when you're inside. But I have a specific. I've talked about. Most people know I went to juvie. I've talked about like being in lockup and all these things. One of the saddest. It's an honest part of my past. I was 15, 16 years old. One of the saddest sentences I've ever heard was someone in lockup saying, "We're like in group therapy, and a lot of kids there have mental health issues. A lot of kids there are suicidal. All these things, right?" One of the saddest sentences I've ever heard was this like really depressed, really sad kid being like, "Yeah, unfortunately, my depression has gotten worse since I've been here because I realized I can't hear the sound of rain through my window. Like the window is so thick and or you just don't have windows often. Usually you don't have windows in your room usually." And he realized like, I can't hear the sound of the raindrops even though I can see the raindrops, and that fucking like made him so depressed. And that was to this day, if that person ever, his name was Trevor, I believe, if I recall correctly. Much love to you, man. I think about you. I think about, there are people like that in my past that I think about, and there are stories like that stick with me. That kid was like 13, 14. I think about that, where it's like, fuck, dude, like this fucking kid can't hear the rain outside, and that it's fucking tragic, man. You're frying chicken. Now onto a totally different topic. I fucking love referencing that to my wife. Are you frying damn, you piss loud. Are you frying chicken in there? Hey, don't get me onto a totally different switch of topic. That's a banger meme, dude. Bro, you do not? I fucking love that meme. Are you frying chicken in there, Sonic? Where's the meme? This meme is so fucking good, dude. Where is it at? I can't even find the like proper. Wait, here's the one that I'm thinking of. Can I show this on stream? Is this gonna get me? This is like over sexualized content? Nah, surely not. If this is this stream is like 18 plus. If you believe you're cooked. It's this. This is what I'm talking about. For those who may not be familiar with ball knowledge. Are you frying chicken, baby? Haha, just kidding. You make a lot of noise when you pee. I like that. The second line is so fucking funny. If you do not think this is a banger, you don't know what I'm sorry. If you don't know bangers, you don't know bangers. I know bangers. This meme is a banger. It's a banger, bro. That's a banger. I'm sorry to it's a banger, bro. The dub meme, yeah, iconic meme. Frying chicken piss joke is elite. that guy knows ball. Hold up. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Yeah, the end is like, nah, but for real, you do piss loud. Like, that's really funny. Like, that's anyways. I'm killing my own Pokemon. Hold up. I paralyzed my Typhlosion. I'm trolling the Jimmy. Wait a minute, guys. Patrouski's trolling the Jimmy. We've never seen him do this. What? This is the first time Patrouski's ever trolled a Jimmy run. Oh my goodness, we've never seen this before. I got you. Thank you. You seem to have some good humor, Ty Sense. I appreciate it, man. Let me go. When I do just click this here, I think I'm actually on a good pace. Yeah, Pat, 10 minutes ago. It was 10 minutes ago. Wait, how are we only 20 minutes into this? This has felt like the longest gym run of all time. Am I yapping at light speed? What is happening? We are only 20 minutes into the Jimmy run. What the fuck is happening? What? Yeah, that got me distracted, to be fair. It's what I do best. Make piss jokes. Okay, based. I respect. Hey, everyone's got to have their talents. I probably should have crunched the Emolga. That was a mistake. Because the discharge probably kills the Aerodactyl, but not the Emolga. Oh my god, it's fucking... What's it called? Oh, please don't kill my... Oh, I'm so cooked. I have to revive something. Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I think I have to use this turn to revive... Oh no, I'm actually cooked. So I revive. Guys, I'm actually on a really good pace. Me 11 minutes ago. Oh fuck. I think I might still be fucked. I think I revive. I'm not locked into discharge, correct? Yeah, I can throw off a hurricane. It's not. I probably miss. It's not ideal, but it's something. I think I go crunch. Hurricane, weather ball is weather. Sun's still up. Sunlight beats down. I'm gonna weather ball. Okay, there we go. Crunch hits. Okay, there we go. I've been wanting something like that for a really long time. BBN. Yes. Yeah. I've been theory crafting with something like that for a very long time. I'll say. I think I outspeed. If I die, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. Did I miss the? Did he attack me before my weather ball went off? Okay, that was a weird gym. We got it done though. We got it done. My eggs hatched. That's the last of my eggs. No more egg shiny chance. I'm sorry, chat. I tried my best. We tried, fellas. We tried. I always think the song is saying Minecraft, but he's saying Minecraft. It's hard to wake up. It's hard to get working on Minecraft, but it sounds like Minecraft. Guys, I've been really depressed. I'm having trouble loading up Minecraft. Any tips? That's like what... That's what I thought this song was saying for like 10 years, Giga Chad. Am I wrong? It's basically the same thing. To be fair, his craft could be Minecraft. And no one's asking that question. The real important stuff, you know? This guy named fucking Homelander, brother. Chill. I haven't seen season 4 yet or whatever. Season 4, what's the season? 4, 5? Seems very mixed. Now, what's cool is it's the 5th season. They are showing the finale of the 5th season in theaters. I can't wait for that. That's fucking cool. I need to watch the 5th season up until the end, so I want to watch that in theaters. That's fucking cool. That's a cool thing to do, man. I finished the last season. I don't know if I did the last season. It's gotten, I still think The Boys is very good. I do think it's gotten weaker each season for sure. Like pretty much, what was the second season? I don't know when the peak was. I've heard really mixed things in the last season. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I don't want to just follow the, you know, popular opinion. It could be good, it could be bad. I have no idea. It was very annoying. It got a little on the nose. I think it's pretty easy, you know, it's pretty fair, but I think it's still good. It's one of those things. I think it's still, I don't want to harp on that, but I understand if that ruins it for some people though. It's up in the air. Anyways, it's tough because that also, yeah, I don't want to get too much into that. Runs on calculators. Minecraft. Okay, wait. I reject this. Maybe I'm Cope. Minecraft is not the easy to run game that it used to be. I feel like people have been saying that, and I could be wrong. I need to watch Shogun. I need to watch that. Bro, Minecraft is kind of a hard to run game. Maybe not hard to run, but it's not like easy to run, you know? Like PokeMMO and old school RuneScape. Those are like easy to run games. Maybe I'm just traumatized because growing up I played Minecraft on my mom's pink laptop, and then one day there was an update where it was like, yeah, you can actually no longer play the game because your laptop does not meet the specs, and I was fucking heartbroken, bro. Minecraft is like not the easy thing it used to be. I don't know, man. I think it's like, I don't know, horribly optimized. Maybe that's part. Maybe that's part of it. I honestly don't know. Chunk loading. You guys know more ball than I do. There you go. I don't know. Bro said chunk loading. Bro said fuck it, you know, poorly optimized. Wait, how did this Jimmy run get so... Did I go AFK in the brain? Where did this Jimmy run go so wrong? How am I leaving? I'm gonna leave Unova with like 30 minutes on the clock. That's cooked. On high-end gear, decently on low-end gear. I guess it just depends on people's definitions. Like, I think nowadays people's definitions of like low-end gear is just so much higher than like what it used to be. But obviously, it makes sense we're having more. You know, what's a low-end GPU? You know, like I would call a low-end GPU like proper low. If you still have like a 1050 Ti or like a 1060. It's at 1650, right? Like I would call that low end. Then if you're below 1050, 1060, yeah. So I was gonna say a lot of people call the 3000 series low end, and to me that's fucking crazy. Like, now feel free to disagree. Feel free to have your own opinion. Don't form your opinion because, you know, this is a fully opinionated thing, right? For me, calling the 3000 a series that can run fucking Overwatch at high, you know, high FPS. I have a GTX 3050, and people have told me that I have a low-end GPU, and I'm like, brother, no disrespect, like, what kind of computers did you grow up with? Like, to me, it's like, yeah, it's a budget option. Well, even then, it's like, to me, it's like, what's the most middle ground option right now? Probably the it might be the 3000. I don't know. Like, that might be the most reasonable. But I don't want to glaze my. I don't want to be like biased is the problem. Trying to think. If a game to me can run like a really nice looking game, I don't know. I'm shocked. Like, I grew up in an era where most of us, like, Morrowind came out. Most of us couldn't play that on PC because we didn't have the specs. You know. Like, look at Morrowind. Most of us couldn't run that game, you know? I couldn't play Fallout New Vegas growing up because I didn't have the specs, you know? MW2 was a big one. I bought, that was one of the first times I ever learned about I didn't know computer specs existed when I was like 10 years old, you know? And nowadays, the average 10-year-old probably does know that, you know? What's it called? I think there's an argument of like depends on what you're using the computer for. If someone wants to say like, oh, because I'm a content creator, having a 3050 is a little rough, I think that's probably fair. I'm a frugal guy. But if there are like for the average person, like a 3050 is gonna go, you know, crazy. I have heard the difference between 3070 and like it's like a huge difference, you know. Yeah, like that's, dude, good for you, Stark. And I like to hear from the actual like tech people who are involved in running the hardware and stuff, because I'm a casual when it comes to this stuff these days. I'm really not involved in like the hardware scene and stuff, you know. I'm out of touch, but I try to keep, I like to talk to you guys, and you guys teach me and keep me tabs. Still Fox, yeah, man. Like I would call, yeah, like I think that's all, you know. I don't know, the fact that we can play most games is crazy, you know. It is great, yeah. Based, I like, that's respect, like that's, I don't know, I'm just, yeah, it's just different, yeah, it's just different. And I'm not, there's no wrong opinion here, there's no wrong answer. I'm not trying to like, I want to like make people, yeah, there's no wrong thing. It's just interesting, like the different, it's just perspectives, not like a, what's the, you know, it's hard to talk about that without like coming off condescending, you know. That's cringe to be that, but like I think I'm just old. I'm old, you know. I think a lot of us grew up in an era where like we couldn't run most video games, you know. When I was 10 years old, I begged my mom, I didn't have an Xbox, so I begged my mom to buy me MW2 on PC, and it was like $40. It was super expensive, and she did. I went home and I tried to run it and it didn't even work, and I was fucking heartbroken, dude. And I kept just like, I remember sitting there like I just kept running the game over and over and over again, hoping that it would just work, not understanding that I just didn't have a computer that could run MW2, you know. Like I just didn't have the hardware, right? And I didn't understand that as a 10-year-old. But nowadays 10-year-olds fucking, you know, they're getting smarter, which is good in certain ways, right? But it's tough. It's crazy that information like that, like on hardware, right, matters. Of course GPUs alone, for sure, of course. In 3060, yeah, like that's awesome. Well, hopefully, from my understanding, where my tech experts at, from my understanding, it's kind of a myth, but it's kind of hard. I don't even know if I believe that though, because it logically doesn't make sense. But I've heard people say that running multiple monitors doesn't actually increase, like, what's the word? It's not harder to run 3 monitors than it is to like run 2, for example. I don't know if that's true. I've heard people say that, but it just sounds so unintuitive. But maybe it is. It's one of those, I don't know, things, you know, only slightly. Yeah, maybe it's just like super slight. If you were to put, and I'm not even asking to like, I just don't know. If you were to put a percentage on it, Stark, and you don't have to if you don't want to like be put on the spot. I'm just curious to learn, you know, the content you're running on them. Yeah, how many tabs, of course, like how much. That's just like, but that wouldn't really matter if you have 3 or 4 monitors, right? Like if it's the amount open, the amount running. It doesn't depend on the output of the monitor. Like we could do some Googling, little tech stream. Does running more monitors cost more resources, like RAM? Does it tax more on your GPU, CPU? Yes, it does, but for general productivity, the impact is negligible. Simply extending your desktop requires minimal resources. However, driving higher resolutions or gaming across multiple screens does increase GPU load. So I guess the question is, does gaming across multiple screens? Interesting. Okay. Gaming single screen plus second screen active, often that's gonna be a percentage, 2% or less FPS drop. Demanding tasks, video game plus a video on the second screen, high impact, potential for stutter due to shared GPU video. And okay, that's interesting. I wonder if I should move my Streamlabs to the same. Do you think that would change anything if I move my Streamlabs to the same monitor as PokeMMO? Would that lessen the wear and tear a little bit? That's kind of hilarious. Show me game plus video plus share. Yeah, plus sharing stream. Yeah, fuck. Here's VRAM. Got you. There you go. I'm not. I know enough about tech to get by, but there's a lot of people. Anybody working in tech is going to know a lot more. I like to ask you guys questions and try to learn stuff like that. You know. One of the best parts of streaming is like trying to asking people for their specialties and trying to learn and spread information in that way. Like that's really fucking cool to me. You know, like asking, is there a software engineer in chat? Is there a IT bro? You know, something like that is always good, right? If you want to refresh, watch it playing on refresh rate. That's where you start. Got you. Different refresh rates can be a problem. Okay, I have two monitors at 144 hertz, and then I do have a side monitor up here that's like a really cheap, it's only like a 60 hertz monitor. I've thought about disconnecting that monitor a few times because I don't really use it. I mostly just use it for like a Discord up there, or like for example, my current like notepad document, like my today's schedule, that is up there. So like when I use a timer, my timer goes up there. Things that I don't need to see but I need running in the background, I often put up there, if that makes sense. It's interesting. Yeah, like, dude, audio, talk about one of the coolest fucking jobs that I love exists. So people like, I have no passion for being an audio engineer. That shit sounds incredibly frustrating to me. The amount of like troubleshooting, it would drive me crazy. But I love that people fucking care about it and people pursue it. So because it's a beautiful, like, what about like a super beautiful in-depth profession that provides so much knowledge? Yeah, like, dude, hell, that's fucking awesome. That's real. I love. That's so cool to hear, Lone Lion. Like, I love talking to people like that. But to be fair, computers such stream audio is kind of based on the different beats than like concerts. There you go. That's so fucking cool. Yeah, dude, that's really cool, man. I have a vertical third screen. Part of me wants a vertical screen so bad, but where are my vertical screen owners at? Is it worth it? It's kind of just a fucking vibe. Even if you're getting a vertical stream for like the vibe, I feel like it's so cool. Like, I feel like you feel like a fucking computer hacker with a vertical screen, man. I use vertical. I feel like it's fucking cool, dude. Did I come to this gym wrongly? This is fine, maybe, actually. Mostly for work, a little for Discord. Everybody does lights for concerts. It's gonna be crazy, dude. Yeah. There was we were able to watch. We went to see Book of Mormon recently, the play, and there was a guy doing like the lighting for that, like up on one of the a guy on like those like fancy, what are they called, the place where Abe Lincoln sat when he was assassinated. That's the only way I can reference this thing. What am I thinking of? What am I talking about, chat? The thing in theaters for fancy people who have their own little section. I can't think of it for some reason. I could Google it. Yeah, just I couldn't think of the word balcony, bro. I'm cooked. Yeah, there was a guy on the balcony who was like doing the like lighting and like stuff. It was cool to see. You could like see his laptop. It was cool, man. Diagonal screen goes hard. That sounds like the worst space efficiency. I respect it. No, dude, nothing about PokeMMO is off topic. We just love to yap about other things, dude. What's up, man? I've been playing the game because of your videos. Dude, I'm just honored. I'm honored to be here, man. What the fuck? And I appreciate. Thank you. All I can really say is thank you, man. I gotta like really take. I need to process this. I need to like really appreciate, because I forget. Thank you. Thank you. Abe in the booth. That's all I can think about, man. Because sharing two screens, I could open two when I'm chilling, but I try to have RuneScape and Claire Obscure open in my computer, so I'm like, SpongeBob's right as I got you. Fuck. Gotcha. This Jimmy run is so weird. I have two on top of each other, and the third is vertical. For the what? Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know why I read that as. I'm dumb. Also, I read that as you have two vertical monitors turned horizontal, and they're like, I read that so wrong. I read that as you have like two vertical monitors turned sideways to create you know what I'm saying, to create one normal monitor, and I was like, what the fuck? That's dude, someone should do that. That'd be a really funny setup. That would be a really funny setup, dude. It's two thin vertical monitors like stacked on top horizontally just to make one normal monitor. That's really funny, dude. A couple months ago, dude, it's always cool, and I try to respect, like, there's tons of Pokemon MMOs that are worth playing, like, that are great. Hope you're enjoying PokeMMO. Hope I need to go back and replay some of the other Pokemon MMOs, because I need to have an updated opinion and have updated feedback, because I haven't played most of those Pokemon MMOs in so long. My opinion on things like PBO, Pro, Poke1, I try to qualify. It's just not up to date right now. It's just not. So I need to go back and play those and have a more up-to-date opinion and see if things have changed, because updates happen, things change, communities change, yada yada yada. So I've got to see what's going on with that wherever possible. Do you involve Sneasel in this game? I can check really. I don't. Is it the claw? Grippy claw? What is it? Razor claw. Level up while holding a razor claw at nighttime specifically. No need to apologize. Dark. I put myself when I was starting my engineering degree. There you go. Fuck. There you go. Monitor has never worked for me. I'm running a single monitor on my PC. Laptop stand for my thing, but I respect that. Okay. Also, bro, tell me you're an engineer without telling me you're an engineer. You own a ThinkPad. I'll never forget my first job that I ever worked at. I worked at an electronic recycling plant, and my smartest coworker, who was like, he was like 19 years old. He was like in an in-between year before going to college. This guy was a fucking genius. He was a really smart young man, really polite. He was building his own operating system on a ThinkPad at his lunch break at work. I own 5 ThinkPads. What is a ThinkPad? A ThinkPad, from my understanding, a ThinkPad is like a very sturdy, bare bones laptop that is really good for like writing code and writing like really like deep code, like coding operating systems, or like dealing with like the BIOS elements of like a computer. I could just be saying shit here. A lot of engineers love ThinkPads because they're just very, very, very bare bones to my knowledge. They don't have all the bloatware that a lot of computers have, and it's very, very good for like just that's mine. I could be wrong. That's my understanding. That's my understanding. They don't make them anymore, I don't think. Do they make ThinkPads anymore? They're a very iconic, dumb little laptop. Maybe they do make ThinkPads still, but they're just like different. I don't know. I guess they do. That was not really spot on. Okay, fuck. Okay, well, explain what a ThinkPad is then. Why do engineers love ThinkPads? ThinkPads primarily for their exceptional durability, high maintainability. They are viewed as reliable, no-nonsense workhorses that offer superior. Didn't I kind of say that? Officers have put them out to decent cheap machines that unbreakable is super easy. Yeah. They knew no. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's see if I can find the if I can show you like an old ThinkPad. This is what I always saw. I haven't seen people use modern. I've never seen a modern ThinkPad. This is like here. This is what when I think of a ThinkPad, the OG ThinkPad .png. This is what I think of. I think this is like from the 90s. You will run into engineers who still use this computer in like, this is like from the 90s. This is some OG shit, bro. This is some OG shit. Do. My job too. I've been working with phases. No, you're good. No, not PokeMMO questions are always welcome, guys. Thank you for asking them. My favorite single encounter spot is Route 210 in Sinnoh. I think that spot's amazing. I mean, Route 210 in Sinnoh has 4 rares, all 5%-ish odds. Route 210 is fantastic. I started doing PokeMMO live, and I've wait, huh? What's up? Huh? What's up, Ash? Welcome, dude. Do. Oh, the Nintendo DS? Yeah, fuck yeah, type beat. That's my family heirloom. Yeah, man, it's some classic memes. Search up X210. Okay, let me see. Educational stream. Bad Jimmy Run stream, but educational stream. Images. Yeah, like this. Okay, yeah. How old is this? Is this new? No shot, right? It's funny that even like a new ThinkPad probably just looks old because it's just this is very cool. New mother design to blah blah blah. Is this new? When did copy paste come out? Copy paste this ThinkPad. 2025. That's a modern ThinkPad. It still has that old, like, it's new specs in a 20-year-old. Oh, that's cool. Okay, there you go. That's the old ThinkPad case is so fucking iconic. That's very, very cool. I do not play Pokemon Champions. Not that I don't think it's like, I don't think it's bad. I just don't have time for it, respectfully. Kind of type beat. I always love hearing stories of people enjoying it, man. People seem to really like it. I feel like, what do you guys think? I know the general consensus of Pokemon Champions. I just don't know the opinion. I haven't been playing it and stuff. Nor does it really matter. I guess I was gonna ask what people think about it, but does it really matter what people think about it if I'm not gonna play it? And I don't like. It's one of those things like. That's a good like self-check. We often ask people's opinions of things just to like know it, I guess, and to copy that opinion often. Not that I normally I thankfully don't do that. But I don't need to know. I don't need to know people's opinions on Pokemon Champions. It's not a part of my life. You know, it doesn't really, I don't know. I guess it could. It can matter. People ask. I don't know. It just kind of matters because I guess stream or whatever. But yeah, I think it's fading. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Stark. I don't know if critical thinking was ever there to begin with. Not to. I'm a very optimistic, very humanistic person. I love people. I love the world. I love living. I really like being alive. I really like breathing. I really like being able to live the next day and do everything. I don't think most humans possess critical thinking skills, sadly. That's as I get older, and it's something you have to just kind of like live your life knowing, and live your life also double checking yourself, because you are prone to that. We're animals at the end of the day, and it's really easy to give in to things, and we need to double check ourselves constantly, you know. But then the problem is I'm someone who double checks myself constantly, and then the problem is if you double check yourself constantly but other people don't, you kind of end up getting screwed. And that's a tough. You're doing what's right, but it doesn't really get you the rewards always, but it sometimes does. It's tough. It's really weird. Shiny Charm does affect Mysterious Balls. Great question. I fall into a lot. Yeah, it's a weird, like, yeah. Let's just start playing MMO. Hopefully you're enjoying it, Cody. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I need to go faster. What's up, by the way, Barrels? What's up, dude? Living is for the weekend, though. We gotta rewrite that. We're adults, we can do fun stuff on the weekdays. Okay, I know it, dude. It feels, I totally get what you're saying. It fucking feels like that. We as adults, especially young adults, if you're like 25 to 35, bro, we gotta start doing fun stuff on the weekdays. Go to movies, go to dinner with friends. You can go to dinner with friends on a Tuesday. You can. It's actually a great activity. It's fun. It's often we end our workday and we're so like burnt. It's hard to like go, but you gotta just. It's easy for me. I'm a streamer. It's easy for me to say, but like, you gotta just kind of like try to go, just physically move yourself. It's almost like going to the gym. The hardest part of going to the gym is physically getting yourself there, and then once you're there, anybody can work out. You know, type beat. How much RP have you made in total? That's a good question. How much RP have you made in total on the America? I'll have to double check. I should be able to check. I think like I should be able to see. I think. I think that should be in my history. I think I made 1,500 because I've spent 1,200. Then I've made 1,500. I think I got first place in one catch event, and then either fourth place in 2 catch events or third and fourth in 2. It was something like that. I've placed in 2 catch events and I've won 1 catch event, which is quite lucky, honestly. But the problem is I still need more, which is fucked up. That's what's so fucked up. Good luck to you, Keetor. Good luck to you, man. You can do 6 sweet cents at the maximum. OG next door, you can do what's it called? PP max, and you can do 6 sweet cents, right? but after that's the max, and that's the game is like based around that. You can use Leppas to refill, but that costs, you know, Pokeyen per Leppa, right? The whole game is based around the balancing of how many sweet things you can do in one inventory, you know, before you have to go heal, right? Great question, Piggy. I really need to be saving up RP. I mean, for the long-term progress of the IronMan account, I would want a box PC expansion drives, but more than anything right now, I really need a 30-day donor status. I really need a 30-day dono for Shiny Wars on the IronMan account. I really need it, man. I really do. Like the difference of having donator status versus not is going to be so hard for me during war, man. When does it start? We don't know yet. Probably in the next 2 months ish, 2 to 3 months. No swiping is allowed. No barrels. No. All reward points have to be won from catch events, PvP tournaments, yada. No swiping is allowed on the IronMan account. That would be very, yeah. Because that defeats the, no, I appreciate, I'm sorry if I'm like, I'm just, yeah, it's explaining. To me, that defeats the whole purpose, right? Like that's the whole point of the IronMan is to like be on an even playing field with other IronMen. Disadvantage for main accounts, right? But that's the whole point. If I were to allow swiping, the whole point of the IronMan is that like the markets become less fair and the IronMan makes it more fair, honestly, you know. There's about 3 catch events a week. There's a lot of catch events. I was confused. I appreciate it. Yeah. Sorry if yeah, no swiping's allowed. I really have to win some catch events. Is RP stocked? I have 300. I have 300 from previous events. I really need at least 1,200 more. You know, I'm trying to do whatever catch events I can. It's why catch events are such a high priority on the account, you know. I mean, it's also like catch events are really fun. They get you breeders. Catch events, I love that catch events. Dude, the IronMan makes a lot of PokeMMO content that is supposed to be endgame, but isn't endgame efficient anymore on main accounts. Once again, endgame efficient, you know? Like, catch events on main accounts are fantastic for winning free shinies, but you don't make money on them anymore the way you used to, right? With catch for profit. But on an IronMan account, like, catch events are so good. Yeah. Now so I heard about that a little bit. I can't do, but I can do it on the main account, barrels. Unofficial catch events are not allowed. I actually did a is that video out yet? I recorded a video recently. I don't think it's out yet. I recorded a video going over my IronMan rules. I recorded one, but it's not released yet. If that makes sense. I'm struggling. Oh, I'm cooked. The Star Wars Fallen Order games. I don't think so. Star Wars. I played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on original Xbox and PC back in the day. Star Wars Fallen Order. I have not played these games. No, I have not. There's so many good games to play, man. Why is there so many fucking good, like, so many good games, dude. Yeah, KOTR, yeah. It's a classic, man. It's a really fucking good. I love old RPGs like that. It's the, like, I don't love the Star Wars world. I mean, I do, but I don't know. Star Wars is like fine to me. I just don't like sci-fi that much, to be honest with you. But it depends. I like medieval stuff more, or like fantasy stuff, I guess, more than sci-fi. Fallen Order is better. I'll have to keep an eye out. Fallen Order is big good. Yeah, like, so that's other. I haven't even played The Force Unleashed, and that's like, I remember fucking going to my babysitter growing up, like really young, right? And watching people play like Force Unleashed or hearing about, dude, that was a fucking big. That shit was very fucking cool, man. Maybe I'm misremembering, to be fair, but like, yeah, Force. That was a like, there was a lot of hype around and like love around Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. That was a cool fucking game, dude. German team, Renner's team is a meme, right? I don't. Is there an advanced Zapdos? No. Don't. I see this a lot. People look at my IronMan Jimmy Run team and ask if this is some like special advanced team. No. I'm doing a shit Jimmy Run. For me, I just do a casual Jimmy Run, something that I can do every day, 365 days a year, right? I do a do not look at my IronMan Jimmy Run and view it as like, you know, I don't want people to be, I don't want to misconstrue things. This is a very casual, very chill Jimmy Run. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't make a lot of money, Helioptile, but I pay my bills. Yes, that's always, yeah. Not that you know, not that I don't get too personal, but yeah, I pay my bill. I pay my rent. I don't have a whole lot of bills, thankfully. I've lived my life in I've always been very frugal, and I've lived a very weird life. But I pay my rent, buy food, put the rest in savings. You know, it's pretty much it. Buy magic cards sometimes, to be fair. It's the one thing I spend money on for myself is magic cards. It's the only thing. Save Patrouski, yeah. That's the. Well, also that's like, it's kind of my role. I like saving money. I'm good at it because I'm very frugal. And then I use it to help pay for things like car repairs, and I'm in a relationship, right? Like car repairs. If we need certain, you know, things, life pops up. I'm in a pretty normal. I'm getting older, and I just kind of have the same boring like costs that other people do. Thankfully, I don't, you know, respectfully, I don't have kids, so I don't have those costs. I don't have pets. I do a lot of like, me and my wife like side. We do pet sitting on the side. We do a lot. Like, I am constantly working, respectfully. Whether it's I'm making PokeMMO videos, whether I'm making whether I'm streaming, whether I'm making Patrouski MTG. I have two other channels as well. I have Retro Pat and Patrouski MTG. Things like that, you know. I work 7 days a week type beat. I'm trying to get better, and I did get better for a bit, but then it was rough. I like to stay busy. I like to stay busy. I like to stay busy. I do. Even when I'm not, like, I like having something. I really like passive grinds. So even if I'm like my relax period is me watching movies with the wife in our living room, right? But even when I'm doing that, I'm usually doing a trainer rerun for my IronMan series, or making breeds, or making thumbnails and timestamps, and, you know, thinking of ideas for videos, or writing scripts, or, you know, I'm almost always doing something, which is kind of not healthy. It's kind of the the problem when you're self-employed is that you can work all the time, and you develop this pressure. There's positives and negatives. I'm not trying to cry and complain. I fucking love what I do, but it's more like I'm the problem. You know, it's not that I need to set boundaries and I need to take breaks, and I'm not great at that. But I also feel like I owe it. I do and I don't. I also just really want to earn the support you guys give me, because a lot of it's fan funding, you know, and a lot of it's like Twitch subs, and like I really work hard to prove myself to you guys and hopefully add to the Pokemon community and yada yada. Yeah, it is always, there is a constant pressure of figuring out what to do next. If you get complacent as a content creator, if I just do stream recaps, I will die. You know, I have to. Stream recaps are fantastic. It's a great way to maintain to some extent, but I have to constantly be creative and thinking of the next thing, the new thing. And I don't make enough money. I'm not like a fucking rapper or like, you know, like a big artist who I don't make enough money to like just stop for a while, right? I have to keep going constantly, and that's it's tough, you know. I'm enjoying it all. Yeah, I respect that. I personally prefer time with 100%. I think a lot of people prefer that, you know, and I get that. I like the passive grinds to some extent, but I still need some time that's 100% off type beat. I always say the hardest part about being a content creator isn't actually the job itself. The job is like the easiest part, you know, and that can even be hard for some people depending on who you are, like making the videos, doing the stream, blah blah blah. The hardest part is dealing with people, and obviously if you're watching the stream, not you guys, right? But there are some, it's really sad. It's really sad. I always joke around, like if you post a video on the internet in the modern era of a cat drinking some milk, you'll get like 20 comments being like, you should unalive yourself, cats shouldn't have that much milk, you know. Like, that's the hardest part of making content, is dealing with the unhinged people on the internet who are just not well, and they project themselves onto you. That sucks. That is the hardest part of it. Imagine if like, yeah, and there's positives and negatives to that, you know. Yeah, he hates his community, he hates his chat. No, obviously I think anybody with any charitability can understand where I'm coming from. It's the same as when you're a waiter or a waitress. The hard part of being a waiter and a waitress isn't carrying the food, it's dealing with the customers. Sometimes you get fucking dog shit customers, and when you're a waiter or a waitress, that shit is physical, right? You deal with less clients than I do, for example, but it's being like told by a boomer, or, you know, like being insulted physically is a lot harder than online words, you know. So like, much love I think about waiters and waitresses a lot. Like, that's a job I'd love to be a waiter or a waitress, or a waiter, Tech W. I love to be a waiter for like 3 to 6 months to get the perspective, and then, you know, yeah, that's a really good perspective job, I bet. Someone said, yo, how do I stay motivated on shiny hunts? I love this question. My answer is always kind of the same, and hopefully this can help you a little bit, and I apologize if it's not. Aid Roll, I love the name. Aid Roll Noodle said, I'm trying to stay motivated on a shiny hunt. I'm over 100,000 encounters dry, 100,000 singles. That is an insane shunt. You are putting in the work. I hope that you get rewarded soon. My advice to you is to not worry about motivation, and that's really it's easier said than done. It's really hard, right? Motivation can only take you so far in shiny hunting. You need to worry about pattern and repetition, which you have. If you're 100k singles dry, you know this. So honestly, it's sometimes you're looking for that like affirmation or that reaffirmation to remind you what it's all about. It's the journey, it's the grind. When you get that shiny and it has 100k plus encounters plastered onto it, you will remember that for the rest of your life. You will be able to think back to that shiny reaction and that shiny encounter because you worked so hard for it, and you will never, it'll be one of the greatest gaming accomplishments you'll ever achieve. You have to just get there. The only way you lose with shiny hunting is by giving up. As long as you keep going, as long as you are getting encounters, you are winning. I don't care if you're 100k dry, 200k dry, 300k dry. If you're getting encounters every day, you're winning. You're a fucking hero, you're a champ, you're a gamer, you're winning. The only way you lose is if you stop getting encounters, if you give up, right? It is it's PokeMMO is a endurance and a willpower game. It's all about pushing through and grinding, and not everybody, you can't always do that. You don't always have, you know, it's always the right day or whatever, which is so fair. But it's good perspective, and you gotta just keep going the best you can. Go at the pace you can. I'm not saying grind 10 hours a day and make yourself miserable, right? If you can do an hour a day, do that. If you can do 30 minutes a day, do that. Just grind whatever you can, right? Whatever makes you enjoyable to you. And if you need to, if you're just feeling miserable long term, take a break. Take a break for a week or so, or longer. Play a game that you do enjoy, mix it up. I love recommending specifically playing games that are very different. You don't want to hop off of PokeMMO and go hop on old school RuneScape, one grind game to another. You can do that, and if you enjoy that, awesome, right? But I would recommend hop off of PokeMMO, go play Fortnite. Hop off of PokeMMO, go play Overwatch. Don't play League of Legends. That's okay, don't do that. But like, hop off of PokeMMO and go play something that is like different, fast-paced, actiony, totally not grindy at all, you know. Something like, I think that's the ideal break of acclimation, in my opinion. And then going back to shaking up and then going back to PokeMMO, I think you feel a lot refreshed. Sometimes taking a 1 hour break will make you feel refreshed for like 16 hours or like a, you know, longer, right? And it's more efficient. Would you rather, this is a thing that I run into during certain competitions, would you rather shiny hunt inefficiently? Would you rather shiny hunt at like 50% efficiency for like 4 hours, or go take one break for 1 hour and then shiny hunt for like 3 hours at 100% or 80% efficiency? You'll probably get more encounters by taking a break, you know? So it's just good to and also you'll enjoy it more. So just take breaks, take healthy breaks, take breaks that work for you, and always try to reassess, you know, what you want to do in Pokemon. Make sure you're doing what you enjoy. It's a great question. Hopefully that gave some direction. Also, a quick little tip, go watch shiny reaction videos. Shiny reaction videos are amazing inspiration, short term, to help you push through some of those humps. Every shiny hunter goes through these humps. Every shiny hunter asks themselves, should I stop? Should I give up? Is it even worth it? That is, every single grinder will come to these questions, and you have to overcome them in your own ways, and it's a beautiful journey. Good luck to you on your shiny hunt, dude. Great question. Hopefully that, yeah. What's up, Beastie? The anti-Iron Man team. Fuck. Ooh. Yo, smiley face. Dude, good luck to you, Quinsta. Okay. Dude. We finished our Jimmy run. We picked our berries. We did our breeds. We did a fair bit today already, honestly. I'm pretty okay. We already did some pretty decent progress. We're not done yet, don't worry. But it's better than I expected. Some decent. It's been a dense stream for the most part. The next thing is okay, tremendous questions. Yeah. Ironman box sorting. Do I want to do breeds or go fossil farm? Dude, I appreciate having you, Beastie. The question now is breeds or fossil farm. My fossil stack has been growing. I'm not sure if I appreciate you coming in and asking, Piz. I don't know if I fully fixed it. I probably still need to get a backup drive just in case. My Fs have I moved my recordings over to my hard drive instead of my SSD to overwrite on that more, and that seems to have fixed a lot of my Fs, if not most of them. I've only F'd one time since that change, so I think that just changing the destination of where my recordings go seemed to have fixed things a lot. I did download. Now the weird thing is I downloaded Crystal Disk and I like checked my SSD and hard drive health. My SSD was at 74% health and it seemed fine. My hard drive was at caution levels of unhealth. But for some reason, switching my recording location to the hard drive fixed the problem. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I'm not gonna try to. I'm just gonna take my win. Yeah, dude. It helped tremendously. You know, it's quite low. Is it that bad? And once again, I think I overused my SSD. Don't use the H. Like, but that's been working. Maybe I just need to replace both. I'm not sure. It might just be time. Is okay for the age. Yeah, I overwrite on my SSD. I think too much. I'm learning now. I didn't know that was such a yeah. It's just interesting to learn. You know. I didn't know that SSDs were so bad for like rewriting on constantly. I didn't know, you know. It's why I love talking to people to get chat about stuff like that, learning from chat. I'm sure a lot of passerby viewers learned that, you know, like that's just fucking, it's good information. Okay, let's go. I think we just go fossil farming. Let's go check our boxes. We've done, okay, 30%. Gotcha. Okay. We could pair up the Ralt. Where's our, let's find that bunny. Is it this one? No, I don't think so. Bunnery. It'll be a female bunny. Female bunny. We got two female bunnies. Is it this one? Probably this one. It's definitely this one. Okay, so these get paired up. Okay. Health test. Yeah. I did is what I'm. Yeah, I did. Sunstat. I appreciate the. You know, always good to double check. Twitch is nice to learn info you never knew you needed. 100%. 100%. That's the yaps, man. That's the yaps in question. It's good progress. All right, we hatched all of our eggs on the Ironman account. No shinies, of course. That is okay. We're going to pair up this Baneri with this Ralts in the future. I'm going to move all of these over to my more breeders box to get that sorted a bit. We do have a little bit of leftover. So as you can see, I am once again, I'm breeding. I'm not breeding as much as I was, to be fair, previously, but like I still breed a lot. And you can see I still am leaking over my boxes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the constant struggle. It's the constant struggle of the Ironman account. I have 7 boxes of breeders, and these are all leaking over. These are actually more that I don't have sorted. A lot of these. We just get back to work. Keep trying to make space. Keep trying to do catch events. Keep trying to Jimmy run. I'm just over. You know, there's a lot to do. Just take it day by day, step by step. We did our Jimmy run today. We picked our berries today. That's focusing on like good progress, right? We did a lot of breeds today. We did a lot of progress today. We made a lot of steps in the right directions. We got to just keep taking our steps every day. 6-7. Okay. Dude, what's up, Alec, man? Dude, I'm honored to hear it. Also, good for you, man. Dude, there's a lot of layoffs recently. I know a lot of people in my community got laid off. My heart goes out to you. Much love to you. Here, people are getting some new jobs or getting... Dude, that's a fucking huge positive to my day, dude. Much love to you, man. Getting RP for PC expansion drives is low-key becoming like incredibly good. I absolutely think that could. I think it's an undertapped I've thought about it myself, is all I can say on that, Jamie. Absolutely. Did you actually, Jade? Fuck, man. Like, I love you. My heart goes out to you. I'm sorry. I hope you find a new job soon. Ugh. Much love to you, man. It's just rough. It's just rough out there right now. It's a rough time. All we can do is come together in streams and try to be like, nice, spread some love, be nice to our homies, be nice to our boys. Yeah, like that, dude. It's an honor to have you, Jake. Hopefully things, you know, much love to you. It's an honor to have you. Look at how many people immediately, like, yeah. Much love to you, man. Best of luck, yeah. Much love to you, man. I need to go level a bunch of breeders. I have a bunch of like stuff laid off. That's what I'm saying, Leviticus. Okay, wait a minute. Let me okay. Maybe we do just fossil farm. Breeds are hard to do on stream. I get so distracted. Breeds require a lot of like focus. I think fossil farming is great. I have 5%. I have chance for Spirit Tomb, Shiny Spirit Tomb. There is shiny chance there. Bring a Dampmon. I want to bring like a different Dampmon. No, it's single encounters though. Just the Damp Parasect should be fine. Let's bring this and this. Okay, we should be good. Also, if I have to Master Ball something, like worst case scenario, it's kind of fine, you know. Not the end of the world. Yeah, dude, Pat, I love Red, but I'm not able to see money whenever I have money to spend on useless breeds or items. Give me some tips. Are you on a main account or an IronMan account? It could work. Installing PokeMMO, you kind of nailed it, Mustang. Also, welcome, happy to have you. Unfortunately, we cannot help too much with the installation process. There's some, you know, you kind of have to do it yourself to some extent. I can help you, but I can't. I have a guide, but obviously a lot of people don't like it because they want me to break the law or break the game rules to help them, which I cannot do. We cannot help you. We cannot help you. You have to supply your own ROMs legally is the main thing, right? You have to do that. On an unrelated and side note, Google is a very powerful tool, and if you use something like ad blocker, it can help you stay safe on the internet in websites where you might be able to click wrong download links. Okay, totally unrelated, totally different, unrelated. You have to. It's installing PokeMMO is pretty easy, but if it's your first time doing something, it's a little scary. But it's quite easy. But you have to learn. It's one of those things you have to learn. Everything's easy when you learn it. You got to learn somehow, type thing. You know. We did all. Yeah, exactly, we did. No jokes aside, we did. Let's go. Okay. Where is the 5th Master Ball, Tom? I'm down. It's in Johto, right? Where is Johto Master Ball? That's a fun little like side quest to go do. We hatched all of our eggs on the iron. How do I know? I think there's only one that is optional. I think I found it. Is it a new? Where's the? What's it called? Is it here? Owen's missable. The professor. Yeah, that's what I was gonna go do. You're at his account. You're on that fucking 100 stream watch streak, Tom. Yes, I do, Giga Chad. Am I stupid? I mean, I am, but like, is the professor's lab in this? Yeah, it's this. It doesn't look like a lab, but it is, right? Is that the meme? Yup. I always forget that the lab doesn't look like a lab in Johto. That's if you're, I don't know if a collector would be interested in that game 7 as much as like just like a sale in the. That's a tough one. That would require a lot of research. I don't have a great suggestion for you, man, off the top of my head. Apologies. Okay, I don't think I have this one. All right, if I've done this correctly, we know what, we're doing something fun today. I only have 4 Master Balls on my IronMan account. I think Johto is the only missable one, but I could be mistaken. You get the other ones in the storylines. I should get the Master Ball from talking to this guy. Let's see. Blah, blah. If it is, blah, blah, blah. Team Pokemon, what's going to for support? Nope, I was wrong. Is it Hoenn? Fuck! That's going in the 2026 bloopers. God damn it. Aqua Hideout Hoenn? Oh, fuck. How far is Aqua Hideout Pepe Laugh? Holy Pepe Laugh. Maybe I just get it later. Tech W. Get that shit later, Tech W. No thank you, bro. It's not far. Too far from my brain. Too far from my brain, to be honest. It's pretty easy. I could just go do it. It'd be nice to have it. Like 10 tiles from City? No shot. Hoenn, Master Ball, Pokemon. We do a little Googling around here. We do a little Googling. Team Aqua / Magma Hideouts in Lily Cove.
Let's get the Master Ball on Pokemon Emerald. The Master Ball on Pokemon Emerald.
That guy's username was the Nasty Man. That was awesome. The Nasty Man is a crazy PokeMMO username. That goes hard. Okay, anyways. The things we run into. Lily Cove? Lily Cove's up here, right? Okay. Lily Cove, Surf. Okay.
Access to
Following this guy's guide. Shout out Agron HD, Giga Chad. I'll go this way and then loop around. Is it in here? Okay. I think this is it.
On Lily Cove City. You have to get it when you first gain access into the hideout. When you finish the mission, you won't be able to get the Master Ball. So head inside the hideout and then go through the first stairway.
Oh,
Then
what's the
take
wrong?
left
I already
teleporter
fucked up.
And then go to the right.
There's a Wait, I'll draw that Pokeball. There's already a Pokeball there. One sec. Okay, muscle. Okay, free muscle band. Huge. I go here.
Down past the trainer and then out. When you finish the mission, you won't be able to get the Master Ball. So head inside the hideout and then go through the first.
Go here and then
Then take the left teleporter and then go to the right, down past the trainer and then over to the left teleporter.
over here.
You'll come to the room full of teleporters. Always take the furthest left teleporter.
You go
to
left.
You will then come into a room with 4 Pokeballs.
You go in,
One
back
has a
out.
Master Ball, one
Wait, did
has
I
a
fuck
Nugget,
up?
And the other 2 are Electros.
I think I fucked up. You just always go left, right?
So make sure to always take the furthest left teleport to you. You will then
Boom.
come into a room with
Boom.
4 Pokeballs. One has a Master Ball, one has a Nugget, and the other 2 are Electros. So make sure to take the top left.
Wait, what? Hold up. 11,000 hours, by the way, guys. 11,000 hours.
Right, down past the trainer and then over to the left. Master Ball, left teleport. You'll come to the room full of teleporters.
Let's reset it. Let's do this. Just in case. 11,000 hours of experience, by the way.
Always take the furthest left teleport to you.
Boom.
You will then come into a room with 4 Pokeballs.
Boom.
One has a Master Ball, one has a Nugget, and the other 2 are Electros. So make
Boom.
sure to take the top.
Okay.
left.
I'm just stupid. I see what I did. 30-year-old fails puzzle meant for 10-year-olds. Challenge level impossible. Okay. Porygon's a tough one. Porygon's usually a swarm-only Pokemon. You can get it from the Celadon City casino in Kanto. Great question. All right, fellas. Alrighty, fellas, I feel like enough was enough. I've only had 4 Master Balls on the IronMan account for a very long time. I looked up a quick guide, shout out Agron HD, and I found out I can just head over here and pick up my Master Ball. So let's just go ahead and do it, boys. It should be one of these balls. I don't know which one. This one's an Electrode. Okay, of course. We're gonna do this quick fight. Hopefully see us with the final Master Ball on the account that I ever pick up in a sec. Players to watch right now. That's kind of, yeah, that's the goal. I was purposefully trolling, guys, to have fun. Yippee. It's the left too, both on the left, I think. Okay. Nugget. Let's do this. Let's just get this out of the way, you know. I'm getting lost. I always say I'm a terrible Pokemon player. I don't try to front with that. I don't try to pretend. I'm a bad Pokemon player. What I am is a good PokeMMO grinder. I know my strengths and weaknesses, man. That's what it's all about. You know, that's what it is, brother. It is what it is. Bro, is this fucking the main character of American Psycho? What's it called? Patrick, Bates or some shit? Pat, do you have any tips for making friendships in game that can net you Pokeyen income? I mean, yes. That's such a funny question. Min-max friendships. Is it Patrick Bateman? All right, we got fucking Patrick Bateman over here from American Psycho in chat. Someone said, hey, Pat, do you have any tips for making friendships in game that can net you Pokeyen income? Brother is out here min-maxing friendships. You can. If you're a newer player, you can farm Ditto boxes and then make friends with high-end players by consistently supplying them Ditto boxes, especially during Shiny Wars and things like that. The reverse is also true. If you're like it's a mutually beneficial relationship to have like constant Ditto box suppliers. If you're an end game player and you need a bunch of Dittos during Shiny Wars, you know, you can, it's less Pokeyen benefits and more of like glory benefits. You can, you know, make friendships that, you know, mutually beneficial friendships that make the Ditto seller Pokeyen and get the high-end player more shinies. That's a little hilarious. And a little, but it's, I mean, networking is an important part of PokeMMO, as weird as that is. It's a social game, it's an MMO, right? And networking in the sense of like just be yourself and just try to be a nice person and just like make earnest friendships. That's the best way to like min-max friendships, is just be your fucking self about it, right? Insane question. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Good luck to you. Yeah, PokeMMO catfish. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Yeah, don't be just be yourself, man. Be myself and nice. God, shut the fuck up. What's up, Hunted? Nice to see you, Hunted Dog. What's up, man? All right. After 2 electrode encounters and a free nugget, there is our 5th and final Master Ball we will ever pick up on the account. It's the most limited resource. Unless one day we see an update, I would be down to see an update where they add, you can like buy Master Balls that really spent like 1 million Pokeyen a piece, or I think that you could implement more Master Balls, but for now they are like one of the most limited resources in the entire game. So there's my 5 Master Balls on the IronMan account achieved. Guys, I only got it at 1,826 hours played. That's not even bad. Let's get back to our fossil grind. Is up next. You dig out of here? No, I mean, thanks for the tip. I ain't mean it in a bad way. Politicians and CEOs do it all the time. I will say, you're not painting yourself in the best company. Not that, like, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a can of worms. I'll eat. A motherfucker like me will eat the can of worms. Types this message. What's up, Danny? Just like networking is, networking is important, and you can network in a way that isn't like predatory, or in a way that, because you can't really network predatorily unless there's someone's, you know, dumb or whatever. Like networking should be mutually beneficial business relationships. Whether you like, I think about like Magic the Gathering, right? Like a good, or any sponsorship. Okay, here, I'll give you an example. A good example is like me taking my like HelloFresh sponsorship, right? Or like Factor. Like I've genuinely used Factor in the past during Shiny Wars to fucking lessen my stress of eating healthy meals, and I can focus on shiny hunting, like things like that, where like it's a mutually beneficial thing. I believe in the product. I get paid based on, you know, subs or whatever. People do it. I believe in the product. They get money. I make money. And then hopefully people get delicious food that they enjoy, that is affordable to them. They can help their schedules if they have a busy schedule and they want to, you know, have that. I try to always like I always say with things like Factor and HelloFresh are not for everybody. I don't like sponsorships where someone is like, this product is for everyone. Everyone should have this. That's almost never the case. The best way to take a sponsor is like, hey, are you really busy and you want to eat some, you don't want to like die of malnutrition because you're that fucking busy with work or life or whatever? Factor is a really interesting option. Hey, are you like kind of not busy and you want to pick up like a new passion or a hobby or an interest after work? You want to learn how to cook or like learn some new recipes, have some new recipes on hand? Okay, HelloFresh. Like that, like that's the, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, it's they're not for everybody. I think trying to push a product like it's for, if there's ever a product that you see that tries to say it's for everyone, that's critical. We talk about critical thinking being dead. That is such a red flag. Anybody pushing a product for everyone is so obviously a red flag. How often do you hear me say PokeMMO is not for everyone, right? I think a lot of people should try it, but it's not for everybody. You know, give it like an hour of your time and decide, you know? Thankfully, you don't have to pay to try PokeMMO. That's a huge benefit, right? Anyways, okay. Legendaries. So I have some videos covering legendaries, but they're not fully up to date yet. I'll be honest with you, or up to, because the things have changed so much over the past 1 or 2 years. I have an updated legendary guide coming out very soon, because a lot of things have changed. What's crazy is like, I talked about this in the video, like 2 years ago, is it 2 or 3? Sorry, 3 years ago, maybe 2023. Yeah, 3 years ago, if you asked me how many legendary Pokemon are in the game, I would say one, kind of. It's Shaman. 3 years ago, Shaman was the only permanently ownable mythical legendary Pokemon in PokeMMO, right? Yeah, Flygon, everything I do on the IronMan account right now is to prepare for Shiny Wars. Everything I'm doing is Shiny War prep. That's everything everything I'm doing on the account. Most of my titles have like Shiny War prep. I think today's title has everything I'm doing right now in game on the IronMan account is for Shiny Wars, because doing it, I plan to do it on an IronMan account, and that is so difficult, right? Okay, let me go also farm. Oh fuck. Is that true setup? Oh shit. I thank you for the heads up. I love my basketball bros keeping me up to date and tab in. Like that's okay, thank you. What was I yapping about? I totally lost track of my train of thought. Oh, legendaries. 3 years ago there was one legendary in the game. I think nowadays there is 19 and potentially a secret 20th. Like legendaries have changed a fucking lot, dude. It's kind of crazy. Really crazy. 10:30 p.m. Dang, there you go. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, what was okay? Who am I glazing? Glaze which has a message. Tabard. Okay, I mean Tabard's a great glaze. I don't think Tabard is a good example of one of the most underglazed people in the community. Tabard always tells good jokes, not at the expense of others. Tabard has a good sense of humor. He's a good memer. I think Tabard has like the wisdom, has like the humor you want to see in a Twitch chatter. I can scroll back through his logs. He said recently, Mango acquisition consultant. Like he's like a clever, funny motherfucker in my opinion. I really like his style of comedy. He has 25 gifted subs. He's generous. He's a good chatter. He's helpful. I always look forward to I think he's good at the game from my understanding. I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. Like from my understanding, like Tabard's a classic, an OG. Any Twitch chatter would be lucky to have Tabard in their chat. That's what I think of as Tabard, man. Just the person you want to be around type beat. Anyways. And he's cringe. Got him. Evened it out. Okay, let's go Veilstone. Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. Like Danny said, yup. Yup. 100%. Yeah. Shiny War, yeah. I mean, thankfully most people don't have to worry about. Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, that's some real, that shit'll happen in like that's some real shit, Danny. That's some like suffering from success type shit. Like, but not even like in like but like legitimately, you know, like that's like some lonely at the top type shit. Like that's some, and like I feel like Unfortunately, it feels like you can't talk about that stuff because people get jealous and envious and upset, but it's a very valid concern of like, oh, what if I win Shiny Wars? Why should I do it again next year? You know, like that's real, man. When you accomplish such a goal, like, it honestly, you could do a great video on that, Danny. Like, just I would love to see a video from you talking about that, because so few people can talk about that and have that experience. The problem is the comments on that video are going to be heinous. So I don't actually, you know what, maybe don't do the video. It's not worth it, man. The internet fucking sucks right now. Everybody's mad, everybody's jealous and mad and envious. If you make a video talking about like the empty feeling you're left with after complete winning Shiny Wars and being one of the best shunners in the game, people will not understand, you know. But that's real, man. That's like really fucking real shit. Like, yeah, that's much love to you, man. Like, that's it's like, I can't imagine. I bet you, like, it just makes all shiny hunting afterwards seem less meaningful, and that's a tough thing to, like, how do you overcome that aside from setting new goals, trying a new thing, I started the IronMan account, you know, like breaking acclamation. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, everybody goes crazy for Wars, man. It's cool. Okay, I thought I was letting defog, but I was doing the wrong thing, thankfully, 'cause I need to be able to defog here. Back to false farm we go. And dude, I'm so behind. I only have like 208, but I'm getting better. I think for a while I was kind of just catching up on things. I'm getting a lot better with my Ironman grind now. I was at like I think I just hit like 100 fossils like a week or so ago, and now I'm at like 280. So I'm actually like, I'm getting better and better and better. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, I'm getting better and better. I've been too slow on my fossil farming, but we're getting better and better at it. My berry farming as well. I think 3K is going to be the goal, Tom. I'm almost 10% of the way there, which I feel pretty happy with, honestly. It's definitely achievable, but it'll take a lot of grinding. My original goal was 5K, Tom, and I kind of butchered. Life got in the way. I've been dealing with too much stuff IRL, unfortunately, and I couldn't do that, so that sucked. But 3K is now the new goal, I believe. What TV yet? No. Have you? I don't remember that. Did you? I apologize if you recommended that. I don't remember. So the heads up is, reminder's good. I just finished season 2 of The Pit, which I thought was pretty good. It's fine. I think the problem, like, season 1 was just so much better because you get all of the world building and like the first glance at the pacing of The Pit. The Pit's main amazing element is just the pacing. The pacing of The Pit is so fucking amazing. That's the real, like, it's why the show is good. The pacing is so ridiculously good. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, usually I try to remember people's suggestions, so I'm glad I didn't just miss it or ignore it. Okay, that's good to know. I appreciate that. Widow's Bay, I'll keep it. Apple TV consistently seems to have bangers, man. It's kind of crazy. A lot of them, like Ted Lasso, Severance, of course, the best show airing on TV right now. Severance, Ted Lasso, Shrinking is quite good. I think it gets a little bit weaker in the later seasons, but it's wholesome and cute. It's a good background watch. What else? It's cute, man. Yeah, Apple TV. I need to watch Silo. Like, that's a good. There you go. Great call. Yes. Oh, this is a phenomenal question. As someone who is just getting their Iron Man account up and going, should I be preparing for Halloween, basically? Yes. When you can, of course. Obviously, that's a great question. You want to get 5 regions done, you know, get your catching Breloom, get your Jimmy Run team, your Trainery Run team. If it's an Articuno spawn, like Articuno, it's crazy that Articuno is now really one of the, it's an S tier utility Pokemon in PokeMMO. I love talking about how Articuno went from being like dog trash, you know, to now it's like an S tier utility mon with elemental orb farming while doing Trainery runs at the same time is so good. The new Trainery run strat with just Articuno is so sick. As an Iron Man account, you know, flesh out, you know, get your basic stuff done, right? But yes, you should be thinking about making your Halloween raid Pokemon, right? And I have guides and videos on this. If you go watch my how to prepare for the Halloween video, or even if you're a main account, you don't need to start prep now. If you're a main account, you can. You don't need to, though. But it might be cheaper. The earlier... I'm so glad you brought this up. The earlier you prepare for the event season, the better, because it's cheaper. Pokemon are dirt cheap right now because no one needs them for anything. There aren't limited time events and limited time raids and things like that, right? When Halloween returns, people will need a lot of good IV Pokemon, right? building them now while they're cheap is ideal. If you're a main account, having that stuff done is ideal, but you can wait as far as like, I would at least start preparing for event season. If it's your first event season, I would start preparing in at the earliest early August, at the latest early September. Maybe late September is fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. That'll be like the rush. You also don't want to burn yourself out preparing for event season ahead of event season, and then like have all your stuff prepared and then go to play the event and then not have fun. That sucks. You have to. It's a balance. That's why preparing early is so good. So that's a great question. Obviously, we're still 7 months out from the Halloween event. So as a main account, I wouldn't worry. As a main account, you don't need to worry about it. If you want to, you can. You don't. I'm gonna be honest. You don't need to worry about your main account. If you're an IronMan account, you should start thinking about it. Like that's. I also can I just say. My 1 year anniversary of the IronMan account is tomorrow. That's fucking cool. And I was thinking about event season and preparing for that like as soon as I made the account. Like that's having that done ahead of time is so fucking important. Absolutely, dude. I'm glad you asked this. Yes, this year the amount of content creators has gone up for PokeMMO. How do you feel about these new creators? Does it mean we have an increase in new players? Yes. I've said this a bunch. People always get weird about viewership and blah 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 when you have other creators bringing new eyes to the game. Everybody wins. It's more players, it's more views for everybody, it's a better community, it's more happiness, more information being spread, as long as those creators are not like being horribly toxic, right? Which most aren't, you know. People like Quizby, Epoch's not new. I don't mean to lump him with like, you know, new, but like Epoch, Mr. Riboy, Quizby I just mentioned. Spooky's been streaming. Streamers have been popping off, dude. Check out your fellow streamers. Spooky, Rumel's been streaming a bit. Karoshi was streaming a bit. There are so many amazing Pokemon creators. Now, I do have to. I try not to. I appreciate you guys letting me shout out people and not, you know. If you shout out people without my permission, it's not ideal because maybe those people are not, I don't agree with their values or whatever it may be, right? So please be respectful about that. But I love shouting out up and coming creators who are doing amazing things, reacting to their videos. I've done a lot on my channel and try to like get them the attention they deserve. I think Quizby still being under 1,000 subscribers is absolutely criminal. I think Quizby is maybe the most underrated PokeMMO content creator right now. He sent me one YouTube, before he even started making content, he sent me one YouTube short. And I was like, dude, please start making videos. You are going to do amazing in this space. I like tried to encourage him, like, Quizby, you are going to be amazing, dude. You are like, you are what the game needs. I really have a lot of faith in Quizby, man. Quizby.